just wanna ball. So my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna ball. Forget them 20s what they call. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna ball. And I hope you ball too. And if it why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna ball. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof. Lord, I just wanna ball. Trying to build my own city, homie. Enough room to put my niggas on it. Just start a couple business on it. Fuck any heathen, never shitting on me. Yeah. Public housing we done lived through. Trying to put that in my rear view. Gold rolls, what I still do. I can see the picture with a clear view. Gotta separate the snakes. And all you fuck niggas that's gon' hate. Daily pray to God I don't catch another case. But that's a small risk that I feel I gotta take. Only certain niggas they gon' feel this. Still deliver verses on that real shit. If I get a couple million, I'ma bust this shit down with these children. I just wanna pop. So my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna pop. Forget them 20s what they call. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna pop. And I hope you ball too. And if it why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna pop. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof. Lord, I just wanna pop. Don't get up out of pounds, homie. Got killers with them rounds on them. Look like I'm dead from the drum. Look, don't make me make the people rain down on them. I can give a fuck if you rock blue. And I was so woke from the Fruittown crew. Cops still shoot us every time we move. They hate you, nigga, like they hate me too. Just know that brotherhood is a weapon. Build another zone, get protected. Too many sisters in the city been molested. Now I'm stacking soldiers off the block like it's Texas. Woo. Know that truth will give you chills, don't it? Steady ringing in your ears, won't it? If I'm blessed to make a meal, I'ma bust that shit down with my real homies. I just wanna ball. So my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna ball. Forget them 20s what they call. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna ball. And I hope you ball too. And if it why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna ball. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof. Lord, I just wanna bop. Hey. Yeah. Tell them children to grow with parents strung out on drugs. Yeah. I just wanna ball. Hope you do too. And I hope you do too. Yeah. Man, to the brother that had a real and she left him for whatever reason. Yeah. I just wanna bow. I hope you do too. And to the sister, you know what I'm saying, that had that nigga leaving. Yeah. Nigga, I just wanna bow. So my niggas is locked up. I hope you do too. Man, I hope you niggas see the light of day. Yeah, I just wanna bow. I just wanna bow. Always just for my
Yeah. I stay away from the streets and the trouble to get in. Trying to stay strong in this world full of sin, but they wanna bring us down, they wanna see us win. They wanna kill us all, Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? I know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. So can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? Know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. Can I live?
I'm married KKK. Land of the good smokers, home of the slaves. And I'm just trying to be great. Tell me, how can I live with this drama every day? I'm a light, I'm a beam in this darkness. It seems that real life is a nightmare. And I live my dreams on this earth. Since I was young, I realized I had a destiny bigger than the fiction that's disguised what was best for me. Better than the hate and all the lies that beat the death of me. As a place to sleep and hypnotized since elementary. Thought it was my skin, but studied something that was new to me. They hate because of what my ancient ancestors used to be. Healers, teachers, deities, not all of them were kings and queens. Our nature was natural, not supernatural. Now they call it magic and voodoo, that shit ain't practical. All the roots connected, always wanna learn the natural, no. Don't let the shit go over your head. Same snakes up in the garden, but the skin just shed. They'll always try to convince you that it's all in your head. Just know you gotta do better before you hit your bed. I stay away from the streets and the trouble to get in. Trying to stay strong in this world full of sin, but they wanna bring us down. They don't wanna see us win. Trying to kill us all, Lord. Tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? I know that hate is deeper than the color of our skin. Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Tell me, can I live? I know that hate is deeper than the color of our skin.
Yeah. They say my rhymes cause too much excitement, ride incitement, shit. Well, there's no indictments when my kinfolk get murdered by white men. Dark skin, light skin, divided and blinded, so we beef with each other, all brothers, rather than fight them. Fuck all that silence, it's time to get shit ignited. I ain't my way, no nigga. I ain't taking shit from no tars, and ain't no motherfucking nation got freedom from marching, begging for portions. Niggas ain't signing no portions, big payback. You crackers got red in your margins. Why? They broke every tree, slaughtered the buffalo, and then they set fire to teepees. They called their facing mountains, but we go to jail for graffiti. We fought for this country, they gave us syphilis to Tuskegee. We been getting robbed, yeah, we're the ones who stay behind bars. They take all our money, but they ain't wanna give us no jobs. Wasn't supposed to make it, but we stay defying the odds. It's like we really only living off the grace of our God. Can I live without getting harassed by the Sarge? Can I live without getting slammed in my car? Can I live long enough to raise my kids? Can I live long enough to see justice? Yo, can I live without getting harassed by the Sarge? Can I live without getting slammed in my car? Can I live long enough to raise my kids? Can I live long enough to see justice? I stay away from the streets and the trouble to get in. Trying to stay strong in this world full of sin, but they wanna bring us down, they wanna see us win. They wanna kill us all, Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? I know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. So can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? Know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. Can I live?
All right. Shalom. It's the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West and 125th Street, out of Harlem, New York, under the mighty Commander General YAHANNA. And this is the Precinct Officer YAHANNA with Precinct Officer Ram. You understand? This is the Wednesday, I.S.U.P.K Houston Wednesday law class, man. You know what I'm saying? Feel good to be back. You understand? I've been kind of, under the weather for the past couple of weeks or whatnot, man. Shout out to obviously Yeshaya for holding it down. You understand? Mighty Precinct Officer holding it down, man, for the past couple of weeks. It feel good to be back. You understand? Man, last time I was here, man, we was going over Job, man, and just to recap, you understand, it was basically, you understand, just speaking about, everybody know the story of Job, you understand, and what he had to go through, but nobody realized and understand that there's going to be times in life that we may have to go through some of the things that Job did, maybe not in the sense of directly going through the things that he went through, but different trials and tribulations, you understand, different tests, different issues in life that you're going to face, you understand, especially when you come into this truth, you understand, you're going to have these trials and tribulations, even in the world, but once you come into the truth, you understand, that's when you're in the world, that's a punishment. When you come in the truth, that's you being tested. And that's what happened with Job. Job was being tested. You understand? So we already read chapter 1, you understand, where, Job pretty much lost everything, man. He lost his family. You understand? He lost all his animals and stuff like that. You understand? So, he was going through it, but not one time did he, curse the name of the Lord or blame the Lord for the things that he was going through. He stood loyal and he stood, you know what I'm saying? He stood stiff on what he believed in and his morals and values, following the law, statutes, and commandments, following what the Lord wants you to do. You understand? So what I want to do is we're gonna move on to chapter 2. So now I'm not gonna go through the whole book of Job. You understand? Because we'll be here for, you know, we'll be here for the next 7-8 weeks. You understand? Even long, like 9-10 weeks, trying to go through the whole book of Job. But what I'm gonna do today is we're gonna read chapter 2, and then we're gonna read chapter 42. You understand? But we're gonna start with chapter 2, and I got some other stuff to bring out too. But we're gonna start with this Job thing because this is where I left. You understand? I wanted to make sure I finished this off because it's very important. For one, you know what I'm saying? I use myself as an example. You understand? Like, you know, and then too, I want to say this: a lot of the things that we go through, a lot of the things we go through are within our control. You understand what I mean by that? When I say it's within our control, you want to go ahead.
It means that we can control things that we're going. We can kind of, I don't know how to put it to where like we are able to.
I'll give you an example, right? Like I said, I use myself, right? Okay, so I'm a diabetic, right? So if I know I don't if I don't take my medicine like I'm supposed to and I eat too much, then I know as a result I can have a high blood sugar, right? If I don't monitor it, you know what I'm saying? If I take some insulin or something, I don't monitor it, then it can go real low. So to prevent it from going too high or too low, what do I got to do? I got to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do to manage it, right? So a lot of the things that we do, and that's just one example. It could go as far as, you know, being in the streets. You're in the streets, you know, it come with that. You understand? Things happen in the streets. You know, this is what you signed up for when you're in the streets. Just like if you leave the truth. You leave the truth, and you know what I'm saying, what you signing up for. So if it happened, it's kind of something that you had control over. You understand? That don't necessarily mean, you know, that like just because I had control over what I went through, if I'm going through it, that don't mean don't extend brotherhood to somebody who's going through something just because they had some control over it. And then a lot of things you just don't have no control over. The Lord, first of all, the Lord had, when I say I have control over, I don't mean in the sense that I have the power to really make, because if the Lord wanted it to happen, it's gonna happen. Whatever the Lord wants to happen, it's gonna happen. You understand what I'm saying? So really, it's not in my control, but it's in my control. It's like you really don't have freedom of choice, right? You know that it's either you could choose life or death. What kind of choice is that? You understand? Now you could choose death, so you do have the power to choose, but it's like a trick question or something, or like a loaded question. Like, do you want to live or do you want to die? You understand what I'm saying? You could choose to die, but you know what I mean? Like you could choose that path that leads to death. But what kind of choice? Like you got, so it's no free will. You don't be like, oh, I have a choice. My choice. What you mean? Like the only choice is to live, really. The other choice is not. I mean, what you understand? Like who want to choose to die, right? So the same thing with, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, using myself, you know, we gotta understand that we gotta do what we supposed to do, for one. For two, you understand the things that are not within our control, meaning when the Lord just wants something done, it's gonna get done regardless, right? When that happens, we need to recognize that. And we need to understand that. And also, you know, another topic I want to speak on today is always, you know what I'm saying, it's always brotherhood. Even though this is the Wednesday law class, brotherhood is all throughout the Bible, and it's within everything that we do. You understand? I wouldn't be able to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments without my brothers. Why? It's because the support system. The you know what I'm saying, the brother, you got brothers that like-minded, like you, going through, you know, things like you, been through things like you, but you understand, is in the truth with you, you know, helping you out. You understand? So that's what it's about. It's about, you know what I'm saying? It's about making sure that you have that strong support system. So brotherhood is definitely needed. You understand? That might be brotherhood is definitely needed. Without brotherhood, you wouldn't be able to really do nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Brotherhood is a weapon. It is an ultimate weapon to fight against, you understand, white supremacy and, you know what I'm saying, fight against the demons of this world. Brotherhood is like, without brotherhood, you have nothing. You understand? So I just want to stress that, man. So those are the topics I want to speak on. I want to speak on brotherhood. I want to speak on Job, you know, going through what you're going through and being able to, you know, persevere through it, you understand, and understand that it's all, especially if you're doing right, if you're living righteously, it's a test, you understand? Um, like I brought out, last time, you want to make sure that you take care of yourself. You understand? You make the scriptures. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Pull the scripture right quick, man. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. Let's see. Ecclesiasticus 38:1. Let me pull the scripture for y'all right quick. All right. You know what I'm saying? While the officers, you know what I'm saying, out tending to duties, you understand? I'm going to go ahead and read it, man. It's really important that this scripture don't be taken lightly. It's really important that this scripture don't be taken, you understand, like, oh, it's there, and you know what I mean? I'm not going to really, it's not a real big deal, you understand what I'm saying? The scripture is Ecclesiasticus chapter 38, verse 1. Matter of fact, if you got your pocket on you, go ahead and read that for me, young man.
This is the book Ecclesiasticus, chapter 38, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which he may have of him. For the Lord has created him.
So it says, honor a physician, you understand, what the honor due unto him, meaning even if you're not feeling sick, like I said, you understand? That's like a new officer. No, you're not wrong. Yeah. You saw? Yeah, that's why most I'm crazy. Damn right. What you gone or you most I'm crazy? It says honor, read it again, Salaki.
Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which ye may have of him.
All right, hold on. Now it says honor a physician with the honor due unto them for the uses that you may have of him. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm admit it. You understand? As you know, as men, you know, we can be stubborn. You understand? We don't want to go to the doctor until it's like the last, like you on the last leg. You understand? You can't get out of bed. You throwing up everywhere. You know what? Let me go and call 911 because I just can't move. You understand what I'm saying? It's like that's how some of us are. I ain't gonna say all of us like that. You understand? But I know that's how we can be as men. You know, we don't like doctors. You understand? Usually it take our old lady to be like, hey, you need to go to the doctor. You tripping. You understand what I'm saying? But if it was up to us, nah, man, I'm all right. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? We men. So it says, honor physician, man, go to that doctor and see what's going on. If you know you ain't had no checkup in 5 years, you understand? Even though you feel okay, take your behind to the doctor, man. Just get a checkup. It's nothing, you know, it's just a little checkup. You understand? Just get a checkup, man, because you never know what could be going on. You know, I'm going to give you an example. High blood pressure. You understand? A lot of our people suffer from that. You know what I'm saying? I go through it. Along with diabetes. It's usually like a running mate of diabetes. You understand what I'm saying? With high blood pressure, you may not feel no symptoms. They call it the silent killer. You understand? You may not know it. I don't care how big you are, how small you are. It don't matter. Get checked. You understand what I'm saying? That's why do you think, let me ask y'all this. What is the first thing that they do when you go to the doctor, when you go to the hospital, any clinic, or anywhere? What is the first thing that they do? Go ahead. They check your vitals. They check your blood pressure, your temperature, all of that stuff. Why do they do that? I don't care what doctor you go, what clinic. You go to emergency little 24-hour clinic. You can go to a knockoff African clinic, you know the little, you know them little clinics in the hood. You understand? Them little cheap clinics. You understand? They are gonna check your blood pressure first. That's the first thing that they're gonna check. It's important because it's a sign. People walk around with high blood pressure and never even know until next thing you know. Now they feeling some type of way. Now they get rushed to the hospital, find out their blood pressure 200 over. You understand? 180. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just. In that range, you got to be in the hospital for a couple weeks until they get it under control. You understand what I'm saying? Don't wait till it's too late, man. You know, all of that stuff is very important, man. You should take it from somebody who's going through it. You understand? So honor a physician with the honor due unto them, man, with the uses that you may have of him, whatever that use is. You got some blackity black, you know what I'm saying? Talk about blackity black folk talking about, man, you got to go to the doctor. What I don't want the doctor white or the doctor African or whatever. So I don't want to, you know, I don't feel comfortable with, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if the doctor was purple, you know what I'm saying, orange, yellow. It don't matter. Like that doctor is there for the uses that you have of him. Why? Keep reading.
For the Lord has created him.
So does it matter if it's Chinese? Why? Read it again.
Honor a physician.
No, read the last verse.
For the Lord has created him.
It don't matter if he's Arab. Why?
For the Lord has created him.
It don't matter if they African. Why?
For the Lord has created him.
You do understand the point, right? It don't matter what the hell nationality they is when it comes to your health and going to see the doctor. For the Lord had created them. You understand? So I'll put your pride to the side, man. I got an African doctor now. You understand? And I tell you, one thing I can tell you about, you know, I don't deal with heathens, but it's not against the law to, when you can deal with heathens in a sense of business, commerce. You understand? It's no law saying you can't have a heathen, you understand, be over you in health wise. You know, check it. First of all, we at the bottom of this nation. We do got to understand that, right? We are climbing and scratching and scraping for crumbs. We at the bottom of the barrel trying to make it to the top. They can come from a different country and come over here and get a job like this. They can get a business like this. They can get a loan. They can get all, you understand what I'm saying? But meanwhile, we've been here all our lives, our whole family and generation, not all our, well, up until the point of slavery, you know what I'm saying? Up until after we came here on slave ships, we've been here since that time, and we can't get nothing now. We have to fight to get a bank loan for a business. Why is that? But they can come over here, and as soon as they come over here, they can get a loan off top. Matter of fact, the loan be pre-approved before they even come over here. They make sure they can get all that, man. They can get the best education. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, we got to pay. They can be in their country and make their money over there and come over here and afford the best of the best education. Become doctors like it ain't nothing in 6-8 years. Why? Because we at the bottom. You understand? When are we going to learn, black people? They can do that. That's why you see the Africans are predominant in a lot of fields. If you really look at it, they predominant in the medical field. They run all the damn well, they used to run all the damn taxis. You understand? You couldn't get in the goddamn yellow cab without a damn African driving. It'll be rare to find a brother, you know what I'm saying, driving a yellow van. Even now, I will say we kind of, you know, like city buses and stuff. You know, we do, you know, feature in a lot of that, but you know what I'm saying? They didn't took over Uber. The Africans that took over Uber and all these ride share. You know what I'm saying? They don't got yellow cab no more. So now they got Uber. You know what I'm saying? You can barely go into I went into the DoorDash place to get, you know what I'm saying? Because I started working for DoorDash for a little bit. I go in there and it was everybody. It was about 10 people in there, and everybody was African, but me and this sister. This is me and her, and everybody else African. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all deep in here, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you can do any of these ride share places. I was doing DoorDash. I know they on Uber. You know what I'm saying? Almost every Uber I done caught, it was African driver. You understand? They be funky as hell. It's hard. It's tough, man. It's tough being an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? It's tough, man. You got to ride in the back. You understand? You got to bring some fourth dimension with you. Just keep your shirt over your nose. You understand? Like, it's tough, man. But yeah, man, I don't want to delve too deep into that, but that's what we're gonna go into today, man. So I'm gonna start at Job chapter 2, And we're going to start from there.
This is the book of Job, chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord.
So it says again. So this is meaning we read in the first chapter where this happened before, like they presented themselves. You understand what I'm saying? They presented themselves before the Lord. So now they doing this again. Go ahead.
And Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord.
Now also Satan came too. You understand? Because he got some stuff up his sleeve. He trying to get some permission. He coming to the Lord like, Salaki, sir, I'm, hey, I tested him a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I want to see if I can, he ain't fold, he ain't break, but I really ain't do much. I did a little bit, you understand? I know there's a little bit more I can do to make him budge, you understand? That's what Satan had on his mind. Go ahead.
Verse 2, and the Lord said unto Satan, from whence cometh thou?
From whence comest thou? So just like he asked in the first time, he's like, hey, when you get here? You know what I'm saying? Where you coming from? Go ahead.
And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. Verse 3, and the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and showeth evil. And
let me stop you right there. It's like, how good do you think that must feel to know that the Lord is confident in you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a perfect and upright man. You understand? I know you can't get through to him. Like, that should make you feel that, like, that's a very high, hey, we get excited when General Hyman tell us well done. You understand? We get excited when Commander General, it's like it started with Commander General YAHANNA on down to the generals when they tell you, you know what I'm saying, good job, warrior, or well done. You understand? Like, just imagine if the Most High was saying, well done. You understand? Test him. He's upright and perfect. You won't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna budge. That's a great honor to have. And that's what we all supposed to be striving for. It ain't like we can't do it, but we could definitely be that in the Lord's eyes. We doing it here in the I.S.U.P.K. You think that's what the men in the I.S.U.P.K, how the Lord, like, we are the Lord's army. And he is like proud, you understand what I'm saying? Like to have us to follow his laws, statutes, commandments. And he know, and when Satan try to come test one of us, he like, oh, no, that's a perfect and upright man. One that escheweth evil. You understand? Officer Amakia? Oh yeah, he's perfect and upright. Officer Habana? You know what I'm saying? Even the young men. You understand? Like the Lord, it just, that's an honor. You're not gonna get that nowhere else outside of the I.S.U.P.K. Why? Because I was just talking to the officer about this earlier. Well, if you leave this truth, especially after you go so far, maybe some of you brothers that just come in, maybe you become a young man and you dip, you know what I'm saying? You got a little taste of it. You might go back to the world and go easily transition back and do what you're doing. But for brothers that been in, come in here and put in some work and, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. When I say where we gonna go, I don't mean physically. I don't mean like, oh, where we gonna go? Like we ain't got nowhere to go. I mean spiritually. Where we gonna go? You understand? You have no choice but to go back to live unrighteous and wicked. Like anything that you would do, like if you left the truth, anything that you do else then after that is gonna be wicked and evil. There's no good. A lot of people may think that you can come in the truth, take whatever little knowledge and stuff that you can get and then leave the truth and feel like you can live, keep that, sustain that. You know the difference. I'm gonna ask y'all something. Do you know the difference between being in the truth and having the knowledge and the truth and being righteous and understanding the law, statutes, and commandments, knowing you're Israelite versus being in the world and knowing that you're Israelite and trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments? What's the difference? Can anybody tell me? Anybody?
So you're absent to one body?
You absent to one body, but I'm trying to get a little bit more specific. Hey, give me my meter and stuff. I'm trying to get down to be a little bit more specific. Like, what do you have in the truth that you don't have in the world. You get, if you can find a lot. See, I really ain't want to say that. I didn't want to get no hints. But okay, let me, before you answer, I'm gonna get you, young man. You have the laws that, like, let's paint the scenario that, okay, this is the truth, this is the world. In the truth, you got the law, statutes, commandments. You got, you know what I'm saying, you in the one body, you know you're Israelite. In the world, you got the law, statutes, commandments. You don't have the one body. We already got that understood because you left the one body. But you still know you are Israelite. You still keep the law, statutes, commandments. But what's the difference? What you can bring it up. What is the difference that you don't have when you in the world than when you in the truth? Go ahead.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood. Get man. That's the one. You can't do it. Listen, I don't give a damn who you is. You understand? You gotta humble yourself and understand that you need your brothers and sisters. When I say sisters, the sisters gonna need their sisterhood. You understand? To sustain. You're gonna need counsel. Who gonna give you counsel? If you're not in the truth, you're not in the I.S.U.P.K. Who gonna give you counsel? Like, I don't know nobody on earth that can give better counsel than General Muhammad, probably besides Commander General YAHANNA. But I mean, I personally never got counsel from Commander General YAHANNA, but I'm sure that's where General Muhammad get his counsel from. So, of course, you know what I'm saying. But I don't know who it's not too many people, you know, Commander General YAHANNA, General Muhammad, the generals, Captain Tazaria, you know what I'm saying? Who else give counsel better than these brothers? You understand? Your local captain, you understand? Like, who else, don't nobody else get, like, because you know why? How I know that? Because when I was in the world, I never got no advice or counsel like the brothers in the truth give me, ever. I've had so-called wannabe big brother figures try to, you know, give me some counsel or try to, you know what I'm saying? But it was never like the counsel that I've gotten the I.S.U.P.K. You wanted to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a difference between a friend and a brother.
Mm-hmm.
A friend will tell you, man, yeah, go and rob that bank. Yeah, you need the money anyway. But a brother tell you, nah, man, you know, robbing that bank gonna get you locked up and you gonna need more money to get up out of jail to help feed your family, man. And that's what we have in the I.S.U.P.K, man. We have brotherhood. We're not gonna sit up here and tell anybody to do anything unrighteous to get something, you know, temporary. That's all I have to say.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You're not gonna, I'm telling you, man, you know, and you don't believe me, you know, hey, try for you. I mean, you ain't forced to stay in, you know what I'm saying? You do it if you want to, but I know the consequences. You understand? I know there's nothing outside of this umbrella of protection that for me. You understand? So at the end of the day, man, that's on you. But brotherhood is the reason, man. That's the difference between those in the world. That's why those that leave the truth, they never sustain, man. They never sustain. They eventually they try to be individualites, but then they'll try to find another group because they're nothing without, you know what I'm saying, like brothers. But even those other knockoff fake Christian groups still don't sustain. Because why? Because they're not in the truth. They're like the Lord is not with them. That's another difference. You understand? Because you can say, well, these other groups got brotherhood. Is the Lord with them? If the Lord ain't in the midst, then it ain't of the Lord. Then it ain't true. It ain't the truth. You understand what I'm saying? So, hey, that's something you got to, you know, consider, man. Where we at?
Oh, we was at verse 3. And still he holdeth fast his integrity.
Mm-hmm.
Although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause.
And still he did what?
And still he holdeth fast in his Salaki. And still he holdeth fast his integrity.
He holdeth fast his integrity. Unlike somebody I know by the name of Steve Harvey. You understand? Remember, he ain't had no integrity. That's what he told, what's her name? Monique? You understand what I'm saying? Like, he ain't had no integrity, man. And now look what happened to him. See, just in a blink of an eye. You see how, won't he do it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the Christians say, won't he do it?
Right.
Look, he was just on top of the world, man. Had his own show. How many brothers you know that can say they got their own show, TV show? We talking Sally Jesse Raphael type of stuff. We talking, I'm getting a little older, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little up there, man. Ricky Lake, you understand what I'm saying? He had his own TV show, man. He was already featured on Family Feud, you know what I'm saying? After the fat white, you know what I'm saying? Who, I forgot his name, man. But it don't even matter. The damn, you know what I'm saying? The damn devil was on there. He come after him.
You know what I'm saying? We felt like as black people, we felt like that was a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? We like, man, hold up, we got Family Feud. Mama, we made it. You understand what I'm saying? And then he get his own TV show and all of that. But he lost in the midst of getting all of this stuff. He lost his integrity, man. And that's what Monique was trying to tell him. But instead of being a brother to her, he want to be as his father. He wanted to be as of his father, the devil. You understand? And now look what happened to him. Behind closed doors, he said a lot of things about the white man, but to his face, it's like, oh, yes, sir, master. But they heard about them things you were saying about their back, behind their back. And now look at you. You out of there. You understand? So that's one thing. Did you want to say something? You had that look on your face. Oh, so most of just let me know. You know what I'm saying, man? But that's what happens. And you know who did that? That was the Lord that did that. Humbled him, man, real quick, and showed him, listen, you wouldn't be nothing without me. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying Monique is just, she ain't in the truth. So I'm pretty sure she ain't, you understand? But I can tell you one thing, I would give her a flyer before we, okay, I ain't gonna say that. That kind of, you understand? I would give them both a flyer because they, you know what I'm saying? We all brothers. Ain't my brothers and sisters, but we all brothers, right? But just the fact that her spirit, the spirit that she got, she got a spirit that if she got a flyer and came in the truth, she would probably hold fast to it. You get him, he one of them, you get him a flyer, he come test the waters, and he's like, I don't know, it's too hot. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? He got that type of spirit, man. So with that being said, man, you got to hold fast to your integrity, man. You understand? Although Satan is going to test you. Satan going to come along and say, look, man, you got the diabetes, man. Look, I can cure all that. You know what I'm saying? I can make that go away. You ain't got to worry about that, man. You ain't got to, man, stop coming to class, man. Don't go to class no more, man. Why are you fighting so hard to feel better so you can go to class? Teaching class for what? Go to camp for what? Don't worry about that, man. Just put that to the side. You know what I'm saying? Just stay home and play PS4. Just go out. Matter of fact, man, you ain't got no money, man. You know what I'm saying? You could, you used to be, hey, man, I remember when you was a stone cold hustler on them streets, man. I remember you could sell you know what I'm saying? You could sell salt to a snail. I remember, you understand what I'm saying? Hey, man, you might want to go ahead. That's quick money, easy money. That's how Satan do, man. That's how he do you. Get you down and out, kick you while you're down. Get you to the point where you ain't got nothing left, and then just tell you, hey, look, man, you can go get it. Look at the Lord ain't doing nothing for you now. You understand? Those are demons, man. You got to fight those demons. And Job fought them. Job held on to his integrity. He was not moved, meaning he was stiff. You know what I'm saying? I was stiff in the world. I'm stiff in the truth. Being stiff in the world is nothing compared to being stiff in the truth. That's for sure. You understand? The truth gonna make you a man, a real man. You understand? All right. So keep on. Got it one kind. We're in the book of Job, chapter 2, verse 4. And Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yea, all that a man hath will he give for his life. Verse 5. But put forth thine hand now, and touch his bone and flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. So he's saying skin for skin. Yeah, all that a man hath will he give for his life. But put forth thine hand now and touch his bone and his flesh. So he was saying like all his possessions, his family, his animals, his houses, all his possessions. Yeah, he may not have budged when it came to that. But what about when I touch him? What about, you know what I'm saying? When I put these plagues on him and it affects him directly. What if now he get counsel? What he gonna do then? Is he gonna fight still and he gonna hold on to his integrity? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what y'all gotta understand, man. When things are all good, oh man, everything all good, man. Look, man, I love my brothers. I love this truth. And I love the Lord. When everything is all good, when the Lord bless, I remember when I first came into the truth, the Lord bless, I was looking for a job for like 2 years. I know this may sound ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But obviously I got a record and stuff. So I was looking for a job for like 1.5 years, 2 years, man, in the security field. That's what you want to get a job that you enjoy. Now, I didn't want to go get, I could have worked at McDonald's. You understand? But how long was I really going to stay there? Before the security job I got, really didn't hold the job that long, maybe a few months, saying 6 months. You know how that be, because you don't enjoy your work. But I knew in the security field, I enjoyed doing that work. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking for that type of job. I didn't get no callbacks. I applied for like 100 different positions. I was on Indeed, name some other, you know what I'm saying? All them different, man, every last one of them job websites that you go, everything. I'm at the work source. I'm doing everything I can to get me a security job. I didn't get no callbacks. Guess what? As soon as I got into the troop, as soon as I became a trooper, I did my 90 days. I became a trooper in the school. And I mean, within a month, I got a call back from Securitas. You understand? Within a month. But guess what? Everything was all good. You understand? I'm talking about everything was going good in my life. The Lord blessed me. This and this was happening. I'm like, man, I should have been came to the truth. You know what I'm saying? What was I waiting on? And then it's you know, point in your life. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the truth going on 3 years now. And things not so good no more. Things not always gonna be so good. You understand? And you lose jobs. Some of us lose wives. Some of us lose family. Some of us lose kids, houses, apartments, cars. Stuff start just disappearing. You like, man, I don't know what the hell happened. I was on the good note. You know what I'm saying? You know that first feeling when you go in a casino and you just hit big on a roulette table or something? You like, yeah, put it all on black. And you hit black, you're like, yeah, everything going good. And you get like, you know what I'm saying? You done won by 10,000, like put it all on red. And then next thing you know, it hit black and your whole life flashed before your eyes. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how you're going to explain to your wife. You know, divorce papers coming. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on. House is out of there. All your assets. You understand? I ain't never have to go through that. I'm just painting a picture, right? Just using an analogy. But that's kind of how it is. Like, when things are all good, it's, oh, yeah, I love this truth and I love the Lord and all of that. I'm going to keep these laws. But then, when things are going bad, how you going to hold up? Are you going to still hold your integrity? Are you going to still stand firm on that? You still going to come to class? You still going to, you understand? You get the point, right? Are you still down? Like what Pac say? Tell me, are you still down? You understand? Are you still down for the truth when things go bad? That's what you got to answer. Because you're going to go through it. I'm telling you now, you are going to go through it. If you haven't went through it yet, some of the first things you're going to go through is fighting your family because you're in the cult. That's one of the first things. That's when it starts. You know what I'm saying? After the good wave go by, you get to telling all the good news to everybody you know. You're like, yeah, man, I'm an Israelite. You're an Israelite too. You know what I'm saying? Everything be all good. You telling your family. And at first they listening to you. Everything cool. They still invite you over for dinner. There ain't no arguments. And then they start seeing the change. It's a difference between knowing, but then you come in all black. You got a headband on. They're like, what the hell? My son, what happened to you? Oh, mama, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the truth, man. Put that Bible down. You don't read that. Put that cross away. I'm going to tell you I'm going to teach you the Bible. You can't read the Bible and learn that. I got you. Let me read. Let me break this down for you. And then next thing you know, things start looking bad for you. You ain't getting no phone calls for the family reunions. You understand? The only time they call you now is to come over during holidays. And then you don't celebrate those. So eventually you're going to stop getting calls for them. Then eventually you're just gonna stop getting calls because you don't celebrate birthdays and stuff. I didn't get no happy Mother's Day. Oh, you gonna catch hell. You're gonna lose your family because you're in the cult. You know what I'm saying? Eventually they may come around and realize that you're really serious about it when you show them. But hey, that's what happens when you come into the truth, man. You're gonna start losing stuff. And then when you face that point of trials and tribulation in your life, you gotta be able to, fight through that, man. That's really what this whole Job story, that's the lesson that I'm teaching from. You understand? You got to persevere through the hard times, through the diseases, through the homelessness, through the different trials and tribulations that you're going through. You got to fight through that and understand that it's not anybody's fault. It may not even be something you did wrong. It's just a test to see how true you are. What is Satan's job? Let me see if the young man. To what? To destroy you, yes, but specifically. I won't, okay, not necessarily. Hold on, give me a chance, y'all. I know y'all know. Y'all answered this a million times. Not necessarily to keep you from the kingdom, but more specifically.
From receiving everlasting life.
all of that goes with everything you're saying, but bring me home. What is it? Who does he work? Who does he work for?
Most High.
Right.
To keep you from the Most High.
To keep you from. Go ahead. I'm gonna say what.
To test your faith.
You raise your hand like that ain't what I'm on. I want something. Let me see if you got it. What you got? Oh man, y'all, come on now. Y'all thought y'all had it. I thought y'all had it, man. I'm for time's sake. I'm gonna tell you. You want to give it a shot? Go ahead.
To keep you from obeying the Most High.
That's true, but y'all ain't using the word that I want. It's to weed you out from the righteous. You understand? Like to see, are you really one waste? You get the point. That is, I wanted y'all to bring me home. Yeah, he trying to keep you from, you know what I'm saying, all this other, all y'all answers were correct. But what he really trying to do is see if you really about that life that you claiming that you about. You ain't about what you be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Where or something? Where, I don't know if y'all know about that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We gotta see if you about what you talking about. Are you really one West? Are you really about the Lord's business? Well, we gonna see. That's what Satan is doing to Job. And the Lord is vouching for him. We get captains and stuff vouching for us. Job had the Lord vouching for him. He say, man, he's a perfect and upright man. You could do anything but take his life. That's how much confidence he had in Job. So why can't we have that same? Why can't we earn that confidence from the Most High? Not hard. All we got to do is just be what like any obedient child would be to a parent. You earn that confidence. Like I got confidence in my daughter. I know. Hey, look, hey, that one right there. Yeah, try. You ain't getting no. She knows the game. You understand? She is fully informed on everything. You ain't finna be able to just try to spit your game. Let's see your little weak game. Let's see if your game's stronger than what I tell her about life. Then hey, we'll see. And then you try so many times and you're unsuccessful. I'm like, hey, I told you. You know what I'm saying? I'm confident in mine. That's how the Lord feel about us when we doing what we supposed to do and living righteous. You think he's gonna be confident in somebody who's sneaking by? You know, you got to sneak the blunt. You know what I'm saying? You saying, oh man, I'm doing good, but you hitting the blunt before you come to class. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? I'm righteous. Yeah, Most High Christ. I'm one West till they bury me. Meanwhile, you getting box fades and stuff. Come on, man. Lord ain't got no confidence in you. You know what I'm saying? You lukewarm. That's what you are. Keep going.
Verse 6. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thy hand, but save his life.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7. So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. Verse 8.
Hold on, Salaka. Read that again, my bad.
Verse 7. So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord, and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown.
So now he's starting to affect him physically. This man had boils, they say, from his sole of his foot. Good night, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get bit by a mosquito or something, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? You get, like, just imagine, you know, like, this man has sores and boils, you understand, all over his body, from his feet all the way to his head. You have to imagine how everybody was looking at him, how he felt. It was got to be painful to sit, move. You know how that stuff be like, man, you move around, you touch anything, you put your clothes on, it's hurt. You understand? So this is what he was going through. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal.
Yeah, potsherd.
To scrape himself withal. And he sat down among the ashes.
So he was going to, like, I guess, scrape the balls off him and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the sores and, you know what I'm saying? He must have been, just imagine he going through it, man. He like, man, I just got to get this off me. Like, I just couldn't even imagine going through that, man.
One boil. I'm Right. Yeah. And then not to mention the man that lost everything he had. He lost his kids, he lost his family, he lost his animals, his livestock, his money. You know what I'm saying? He lost all of this. And he got to deal with this boy. Like his whole world is just crashing down on him. You understand? Go ahead. Verse 9. Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still remain thine integrity? So now, here come Eve. Here come Eve, man. The first thing she want to do, you know what I'm saying? She want to be a smart ass. You see what he doing to you. So you still hold your integrity? You still One West? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna let him do that to you? You still gonna be One West? You just naive. That's a cult. That's what she doing. I mean, she really she's mocking him. Think about it. Think about the situation, man. He's sitting here scraping the balls and stuff off of him, man. He's soaking in misery right now. He's mourning for his children. He lost everything. You know what I'm saying? And now he got all these balls on him, and he's just sitting out amongst the ashes, scraping himself, and here she comes. Instead of comforting him, you still gonna hold on to that integrity? Just like an evil, excuse my language, Salakia, but just like an evil bitch. You understand? A monster. You still gonna hold your integrity? Instead of being there with him and encouraging him. A righteous sister, a virtuous woman is gonna encourage him, man. Like, oh, it's gonna be all right. Look, we're gonna be strong, we're gonna stand strong in this truth. You're gonna be this too shall pass. You understand? But now she wanna be a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Curse God and die. So she took it a step further. You still gonna hold your, just go ahead and curse God and die. You look at what you're going through. You lost everything. You suffering. You got this disease, this plague on you. Just curse God and die. Go ahead. Verse 10. But he said unto her, this is what a strong warrior say. You understand? In times of turmoil and in times where you got the person that's the closest to you. You understand? Hold that thought. I got a scripture for that. I was just going over this. Salakia. Give me 1 second. I got a perfect scripture for that. For her to do that in that time, let me find, I got so many precepts. Give me 1 second, right here. Boom. Give me Matthew 10 and 36. Hold where you at. Matter of fact, young man Pierce, give me Matthew 10 and 36. You hold where you at. Matter of fact, start at verse 9 again. The book of Job, chapter 2, verse 9. Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thine integrity? Mm-hmm. Curse God and die. So she being, basically, what is she being to him right now? Right? Anybody? Go ahead.
Adversary.
She's been an adversary to him. She's been against him because he obviously wants to. He wants to serve the Lord. Because after he lost his kids and stuff, he didn't budge. So she know that he wants to serve the Lord. Then after this happened to him, so now she's trying to find a moment to strike. You know what I'm saying? Trying to catch him vulnerable. So she's been an adversary to him. Read what you got, young man.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 36. A man's foes shall be they of his own household.
That's a damn shame right there, man. That is a perfect precept for what this is right here. A man's foe, and make sure y'all write that down too. You understand? Because I'm telling you, you might want to take notes. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I'm telling you right now, man, a man's foe shall be they of his own household. They gonna attack first. That's how Satan gonna get to you. He gonna get to you through your rib. This is prime example. He put the swords on him and then got that demon in her, and she come right to him. Do you still hold your integrity? Go and curse God and die. That was a demon on her. And Satan put that demon, you know what I'm saying? Satan did that. And guess what? That's what the scripture is talking about, man. A man's foe shall be dead of his own household, man. You're going to listen. I don't care how many times you read scriptures to your wife, how many times you bring it to class, it's going to come a time, well, she may not agree with something you say, and y'all going to be going back and forth, and she going to have that demon on her, and you're going to be all type of everything but a priest and prophet of the Lord. And you know what I'm saying? You just got to, and listen. And that don't mean, that's just a demon. You understand? We understand. That's Eve, woman of the weaker vessel. You still love your wife. You still do what the Lord say. You know what I'm saying? You love your wife like Christ loved the church. But you got to deal with that demon. You lay with that woman, you got to deal with it. Guess what? You're not dealing with nothing that no other brother didn't have to deal with they real, especially in the truth. At some point, I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, even the most righteous sisters at some point had times in they, you know what I'm saying, life of transitioning into the truth where things wasn't all so beautiful. You understand? It's growing pains on both ends. And as a man, that's why I say this truth gonna make you a man. Because you're gonna learn how to deal with your demons and deal with hers. Now, that don't mean her demons are your problem, because she needs to fight her own damn demons. You understand? I like some sisters believe that we supposed to fight their demons for them. I can fight your demons when they come my way, but is that gonna stop them from infiltrating you? Is that gonna stop? You know what I'm saying? Like now, when a demon is on you, I can combat it, but is that gonna stop you from getting the demon on you? You know what I'm saying? Like we want to kill the source. We want to kill it at the source. Like I don't want to have to battle the demon and cut the demon and then the demon. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. He'll be back though, and even stronger than ever. The more you grow in the truth, the stronger the truth. They can't listen. They gain rank like brothers gain rank. Y'all don't think so? I'm telling you, they gain rank. Like the demons I was dealing with when I was a trooper, they was new to shit. You know, excuse my language. I'm a 500 now. Now I'm fighting demons of 500. They strong. You understand what I'm saying? They is not no small. Listen, them demons are strong. But I got it though. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And the more you move up, you're gonna be fighting demons of 1,000. Just imagine what the captains go through, the generals. Good night. You understand what I'm saying? But they, you know what, and it get to a point where, and then when you get to the general status, you fighting everybody. Now you know what I'm saying? You command General YAHANNA and General Muhammad. Listen, do you know what I mean? General Muhammad always talk about how many people call him, because you ain't finna call Command General YAHANNA, but him. You gotta go to General Muhammad for that. You know how many people call General Muhammad and release their you know what I'm saying? And he's strong, he fight them, but that's why they the generals. Because we need that go to show you can't make it without this truth. Because who do you know outside of brothers in this truth are strong enough to combat those demons that you fight? When you seeking counsel, who in the hell on earth that you can come talk to that can combat those demons for you? Nobody. But the men in the I.S.U.P.K. That's facts. You understand? So, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? Like, no Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, man. Nah, I've been gone for a couple of weeks, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? I've been gone, man. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, get back in the groove of things. But the point is this, man. We can stress it to you all day long, man. If you and it's plain and clear, really. But if you really at this point, man, with the Salakia, what you say? Yeah, okay. The I.S.U.P.K. been around since 1969. Telling y'all knuckleheads the same stuff. Y'all hard-headed Negroes, the same stuff, man. At this point, man, it's like you just really just don't want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now I can understand. If you really never heard of it, that's understandable. But those that like these scoffers that come up against the I.S.U.P.K. that like claiming that they've been around, they didn't sat at the tables with the head, or been around when the 7 heads was around and this and that, talking like they just got so much like they supposed to have our respect. Like, I don't know you. You ain't in the truth now. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you did back then. The 7 heads was in. Now, we always pay homage to those who, you know what I'm saying, who started it. But at the end of the day, the men that I respect, the men that I would never disrespect one of the 7 heads. Let's get something straight. The brothers in the I.S.U.P.K. would never disrespect one of the 7 heads. But at the same time, the men that I stand loyal to are the men that are above me that fall under this banner. You understand? If you're not giving your life for the Lord under this banner of the I.S.U.P.K., then I mean, I will respect, like the 7 heads, I respect you for what you've done, but am I going to take orders from you? Like, Am I going, you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't leading me in the right direction because you left the truth. You understand? I follow what Commander General YAHANNA say on down. That's what I follow. You understand what I'm saying? And look, and I follow it blindly because I know it's gonna be I'm gonna be guided in the right direction. I've already been doing it. For some of those that are in the world, it may be hard for you to understand. Like, you just gonna blindly follow somebody? Yeah, I will. Because you know how? Why? Because I know that man is being led by the Most High. You understand? So, like, that's just like Stevie Wonder. You got somebody holding your wrist. You're gonna blindly follow them because you believe they lead you in the right direction. Well, guess what? I'm Stevie Wonder when it comes to the I.S.U.P.K. I'm gonna follow the men above me because I know they're being led by a man that's being led by the Lord. Go ahead.
Slacky, if I could,
Yeah.
It's funny how you say that because, you know, when you talk to Christians and stuff, they always say, oh, I can't follow you, but I follow Christ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Christ was a man, but at the same time, they don't even follow Christ.
Right.
They don't do nothing Christ did.
Mm-hmm.
Christ didn't celebrate birthdays. He didn't do none of the pagan type of stuff, but they celebrate birthday, they do
Right.
Christmas, they do everything but say, I follow Christ.
Mm.
You do nothing but follow yourself.
Right. Exactly. And you know, their favorite phrase, they use the acronym WWJD. You understand? Their favorite phrase, what would Jesus do? Now, what would Jesus do? I'm going to tell you what would Jesus do. Jesus followed the law of Moses. You understand what I'm saying? Do you follow the law of Moses? Do you follow the Torah? Do you follow everything? No, the law been done away with. But you just said, what would Jesus do? Hold on, wait. I'm confused. I'm really confused now. Because you say, what would Jesus do? Well, Jesus, he followed. He'll tell you to his face. He'll tell you to your, you know what I'm saying? He told them to their face that he followed Moses. You understand? He was the New Testament. So he was the author of the New Testament, the founder of the New Testament. So what was he following while he was here on earth? The Old Testament. You understand? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that. So if it's what would Jesus do, then he's gonna follow all the laws, statutes, and commandments. Not just the laws that he, you know what I'm saying, the commandments that he gave, but all of them. You understand? Well, we don't follow under that because I'm just saying, you just said what would Jesus do? I'm just telling you what would Jesus do. You understand what I'm saying? Jesus wouldn't get no water baptism right now. Even though he did get baptized by John, he even said after that though that the only this baptism is nothing. Like even John knew that his baptism wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't permanent. Like, because it could never do what Christ came to do. What Christ came to do, his water baptism could never do. You understand, right? Christ fulfilled, and that's why the teaching of the word is the baptism now. You understand? But, you know, Christians don't understand it. Y'all hold that down. Christians don't understand it. You understand? But for time's sake, we're going to get back to where we was at.
This is the book of Job, chapter 2, verse 10. But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh.
Hold on, wait a minute. So Job, being an upright, righteous, and firm man, because a man of the Lord is a man of war and an austere man, and he ain't finna just, what did he say? Well, no, maybe you tripping. Did he say that? What he said to her?
Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh.
So he came at her wrong. But guess what? Oh, but we wrong. So Christians like to read Job, right? But then why y'all talking like that? Why do you talk to, why y'all be so harsh? Why y'all so militant? Did it seem like Job was trying to, you know, be all soft and spoken and, you know, trying to find the right words to say so he wouldn't offend her? It don't sound like it to me. He came at her straight up, like he like, but thou speakest as one of the foolish women speak. You sound like a fool right now. Leave me alone, you damn fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he said to her. But we speak all harsh. But the men of the Bible did too. We follow after them. But we so harsh and we not of the Lord because we talking, man, listen, though I may be rude in speech, but not in knowledge. You understand, man? Go ahead.
What? Shall we receive good at the hand of God? And shall we not receive evil?
Hold on, wait a minute. That's heavy right there. So we can't get the good things. We can't get the blessings. You understand what I'm saying? So we can take the blessings. We get all that. It feels good. But then when the bad stuff comes, You know, the Lord is the author of, he's the creator of good and evil. So when you get blessings, oh, it's all good. So now I'm too good for curses now. I'm too good for punishment. I'm too good for, you know what I'm saying, the evil. That's what it's talking about. It ain't talking about like, you know, like he's evil as in the sense of he's not being righteous. It's saying, are you gonna take these blessings, but you can't take the bad? You can take the good, you can't take the bad. No, you gotta be able to take the good, the bad, and the ugly. You understand what I'm saying? You got everything that come with being a priest and prophet of the Lord. Because it's gonna be, I'm telling you, man, the test, it get tough, man. You gotta, hey, you to be a priest and prophet of the Lord, you're gonna go through and I'm telling you, you know, it just keep on. We're gonna come on, come. And all this did not Job sin with his lips. So, and through all that, she was trying to do all, you know what I'm saying? He still did not say a word to speak against the Most High. Go ahead. Come, verse 11. Now, when Job's 3 friends heard of all this evil that was come upon him, they came every one from his own place. Now, what is this right here? We were just talking about it. What do you need to sustain in this truth? What, like I was saying, you know, like I said, I've been kind of out of commission for the past 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? My diabetes has been giving me some problems. I wouldn't have been able to make it without this. What is that? Go ahead. Brotherhood. Wouldn't have been able to make it without brotherhood, man. My brothers call and check up on me. You understand? They understand the situation. They understand, hey, man, take it easy. You ain't got to listen. Get whenever you feel good, whenever you get right. You know, I call Cap. Cap give me counsel. Hey, brother, you don't need to put yourself in that position. You know, why? I mean, the most excellent counsel. As much as I wanted to come last week. I wanted to come to class last week. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't, and I still may have came this week. I ain't gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? I still may have came against my better judgment this week. I couldn't go 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I'm too wild. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But I probably could have used a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, rehabilitation, if that makes sense. I probably could have stayed at home and rested up a little bit more, you know, before I came out. But the fact of the matter is, I wanted to come last week, so I'll go and tell you. I called Cap, and Cap basically told me what I didn't want to hear, but it was what I needed. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to come up here, and when you're doing the work of the Lord, you want to give it. You want to be doing the work of the Lord to the utmost of your ability. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to come up here half-stepping nothing. You ain't gonna shortchange the Most High. You understand? So you got to be able, at your full capacity, you got to be able to, you know, hold it down. And I wasn't at that point last week. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, though, we gotta understand that without the brotherhood, without that counsel, without that wise counsel, excellent counsel, you understand, without the brothers checking up on me, without having brothers I can call, and you understand, just even if they didn't call and check on me, even if you call to give me an order to call another brother, it's good to hear from you. It's good to, hey, I appreciate you for calling me. You know what I'm saying? Even if brothers don't call me to say, hey, how you doing? I still tell them, hey, I appreciate you, you know, checking up on me. They may not understand. They may be like, well, I'll just call and tell you to, but but I appreciate you for checking up. You know what I'm saying? It's like just the fact that you know what I'm saying, having that. You get the point. It's kind of like having your daddy around to whoop your butt. Then when you lose your parent or something like that, you ain't got him no more. Now you ain't got nobody to whoop your butt no more. So now you kind of, you know, at the time, you didn't like it. But when you ain't got it no more, it's like, what they say, the saying is you don't appreciate it till it's gone. You understand? Like, your brother, cherish your brothers, man. Appreciate your brothers, man. That brotherhood is important. I'm thankful for y'all brothers, man. I'm thankful for all my brothers in I.S.U.P.K. You understand? And I try my best to be the best brother I can be. You understand? Because I know how it is, man. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? When I was new to the truth, I didn't understand it fully. But being in the truth now, I understand how important it is to make amends with your brother. Make sure, you know what I'm saying? Go Matthew 18:15. That's very important. Very important. You need that. You know what I'm saying? Because in the long run, we're going to need each other, man. That's the reason why when we was in the world, we was all corrupted. Because we was always fighting against each other. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Con. Eliphaz, the Temanite, and Bildad, the Shuhite, and Zophar, the Namathite,
for they had made an appointment together to come to mourn with him and to come comfort him. So they came together, man. They said, you know what, man, he going through it, man. We're gonna get together. We're gonna go console our brother, man. We're gonna go show him some support. And they said, we're gonna be there for him. That's brotherhood, man. That's brotherhood. Go ahead. Come, verse 12. And when they lifted up their eyes afar off, and they knew him not, they lifted up their voice and wept, and they rent everyone his mantle, and sprinkled dust upon their heads toward heaven. Mm-hmm. Verse 13. So they sat down with him upon the ground 7 days and 7 nights, and none spake a word unto him, for they saw that his grief was very great. You can't tell me that ain't no true brothers right there, man. 7 days and 7 nights? They sat there with him a whole week. Not only did they sit there a whole week, they ain't say not a word to him because they understood that he was going through it. His grief was very, very, very strong. And they was like, you know, in order to grieve with him, they just kept it silent. Sometimes it ain't even about the things you say. Sometimes just being around your brother, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes call your, you know what I'm saying? Say, hey, look, man, I'm just gonna come through. You know what I'm saying? We can chill, hop on the PlayStation, or we can listen to some music, or just, you know what I'm saying? Let's go up to the school. Let's go clean up the school, man. Let's just get your mind off that, man. You understand? Let's do this. Let's do like just little things like that, man. You know, I remember first coming to the truth, man. We actually got ordered, you know what I'm saying, to do certain things like that, because you want to build that repertoire with, you know, like the brothers that was, you know, 50s. They kind of took us under the wing as troopers. You know what I'm saying? The brothers 500, like we had our own, like, you know, he might not want the recognition like that, but I'm gonna give you a prime example. One of the brothers, I was a Gabba War. Took me under his wing and really like made sure everything that was straight with me. Like I was a trooper, I ain't know nothing. He showed me the ropes, you understand what I'm saying? Anything I needed, I could give him a call. And not just with me, he was doing this with a lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying? He had a lot of burden on his plate, but it did not stop him from being a great brother. And all my brothers are great, don't get me wrong, you understand? But that's just one brother that I can say offhand that really went out of his way to make sure I was straight, you understand what I'm saying? And that stuff goes a long way. Like I'm going on year 3 and I remember that. You understand? I never forget that. I would never forget. Ain't nobody in the world ever do that for me. Make sure I was, you know, I have, you know, homies that I thought was homies that I was cool with, and we kind of did things together, like kind of suffered a little bit together, but there's nothing like this truth. You understand? It's nothing like the brotherhood in this truth. This is out of this world, the 4th dimension. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of 4th dimension, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Captain Zaryak, man. Like, I don't think I went a day yet without wearing, like, I mean, every time I get out the shower, Salakia to get out of subject, but that 4th dimension is the truth. Make sure y'all get some of that. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and plug him in right there. That's how good it is. You got to plug him in the middle of the lesson, out of nowhere. You understand? You just get to thinking about it. It smells so good. Like, and that's just the regular. I don't even know about the others. You know what I'm saying? The regular, I mean, good night. But yeah, man, again, brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? You know, me plugging my brother, you know what I'm saying? That's brotherhood, man. Nah, Salakia, man, but what y'all got to understand is, you know, brotherhood is very important, man. I can't stress it enough. Brotherhood is a weapon, and the only way we are going to be able to come together as a nation and sustain as a nation is that we have that brotherhood. I don't care what happens, what you go through with a brother or sister. Matthew 18:15. Seek counsel. Do it the right way. You understand what I'm saying? Build that. And if you feel like that bond ain't strong enough, you build it. Because the other brother may not feel like it's not that strong. He may feel like, oh, we good. If you don't feel like it's that strong, you go out your way to build that bond with that brother. That brother going to appreciate it. Trust me. Don't put your pride to the side. You understand? We all men. Listen, we all started from the bottom. Put your pride aside, man. With that, speaking of brotherhood, man, that's what I want to touch on. I want to go into brotherhood, some stuff about brotherhood. I want to go to John. I want to go into give me what Peter cut off the ear. What's that? 18? Is it James? It's John, I think, chapter 18. 18 starting at 1.
18.
18. We're going to start with 1, though. We're going to read the whole. Let me see. Yeah, we're going to read the whole thing, man. We're going to bring it out because what we got to understand is, you know, one brother wasn't being so brotherly in this chapter. You understand? So this chapter is showing you how to not be like somebody when you try to be a brother, and then how to be a brother. You understand what I'm saying? So what to do and what not to do. Start at verse 1.
It's the book of John, chapter 18, verse 1. When Yahushua had spoken these words, he went forth with his disciples over the brook Cedron, where it was a garden into which he entered, and his disciples. Verse 2, and Judas also, which betrayed him, knew the place, for Yahushua oftentimes resorted thither with his disciples. Verse 3, Judas then, having received a band of men and officers from the chief priests and Pharisees, cometh thither, and lanterns and torches and weapons.
So now, what's going on right here? What?
Basically, it's like Judas tried to get the drop on Yahushua by knowing where he congregated at with the disciples.
How he knew?
Because he was looking.
It's a place that Christ went to a place. It's a place that we often meet up. That's like coming into the school, right? We all meet up at the school, or we all meet up on St. Joseph in Maine. It's our spot. You understand what I'm saying? And Christ was at a spot where we all meet up. So let's say like we here at the school, we chilling. Well, of course, Judas gonna know where he at because this is the place where we meet up. This is the spot. You understand? So that's how Judas knew what Christ was. So he did have a drop on him. You're right. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Yahushua therefore, knowing all things that should come upon him, went forward.
So he got the drop on him, but what did he do? He went and did what?
He went forward.
Hold on,
What did Yahushua do, or what did Judas?
What did Judas do?
He came with weapons in his gang.
He came with who he came with? Read it again. Read
Judas,
it.
verse 3, Judas having received a band of men and officers.
And who?
A band of men and officers.
And who?
And officers.
And officers. So what was he doing?
He's trying to bring
in today's term.
He was bringing the law.
In today's term, say it more how we say it on the street.
He was snitching.
He was snitching. What are you doing? He's snitching. You know what I'm saying? He rat. Being a rat. You understand what I'm saying? He's snitching them out. Like, he went and got the popo. You understand what I'm saying? He called it, it's a 12, whatever you want to call it. He's snitching. And then he brought them to where he wanted them, he wanted those. He wanted them riding the back of the police car. He wanted them. The ones that you hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, them the ones you like, that's the worst witness. That's the worst snitch. You done something and they in the car and they can point you out. Like, you like, dang, man, the cops come get you. Yeah, they pointed you out. You like, what? Dang. That's the worst one. That's what Judas was doing. He came and pointed him out. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Went forth and said unto them, Whom seek ye?
So start from the top of verse 4.
Verse 4. Yahushua therefore, knowing all things that should come upon him, went forth and said unto them, Whom seek ye?
So now, because y'all may see now Christians don't think this is some spooky stuff. You understand? You gotta remove the spookiness off the Bible. Why? How did Christ know? Because read it one more time.
Yahushua therefore, knowing all things that should come upon him.
Hold on, boom. So how did he know? He says Yahushua knowing all things, and next time you say Jesus. He's saying, so, and Jesus knew, you know what I'm saying, all things that was to come upon him. So Christians gonna take that and be like, yeah, it's because, you know what I'm saying, he's the Son of God. And he just knew, he's a psychic, you know what I'm saying? He knew all things, he's the Son of God. But no, that's not the reason how Christ knew, because Christ was a man, remember. So how did he know that was gonna happen to him? Remove the mystical spookiness and think practical. After all, I mean, it is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Anybody want to give it a shot? You want to try this? Try it? Don't think I'm picking on you either, but I'm trying to prepare. Hey, I'm trying to prepare the young man into a young, powerful warrior. You understand?
Just because he seen him coming, I guess. You know, he was a sketch. He was working with him.
Okay, for anybody else want to get, because it would be somebody that would have to be familiar with the whole context. So let me see if you, my new officer right here, Officer Rom. You understand? Most High in Christ. So let's see if you know the context behind the whole reason how he would know that Judas would do that.
Well, he went to this place with his disciples, and the only one that wasn't there was Judas.
Okay, yeah, but that's not really the reason why he knew Judas would snitch on him.
Oh, because Judas was complaining about some money when he was at his
I didn't think he was going to. Hey, I think I might have brought this lesson out. You know what I'm saying? You might have learned this as a trooper, a young man. I don't know. I didn't think he was going to remember that. You understand? But yeah, the whole context of the broad spectrum is, if you read earlier, and some stuff had happened with Judas. Was complaining about Christ with the money. And he was like, because Christ was, basically. It's like taking some money out the camp funds to do something right with it that we needed. You know what I'm saying? But Judas on some, man, we need our money in the camp funds, man. Then you gonna man, what you taking the money to do that for? You know what I'm saying? He complaining about something that Christ was doing a righteous thing with. You know what I'm saying? Like Christ, like what you?
So like
you tripping?
It was some oil.
Yeah, like you tripping over there, bro? Like, chill, like relax. You know what I'm saying? You like, man, we need every little penny. You know what I'm saying? So he knew Judas was on some funny stuff. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, that brother got a bad spirit on him. Just like it ain't no different from us. No, like we priests and prophets. We could tell you, hey man, brother, I don't know, that brother ain't gonna last too long. He got a bad spirit on him. You understand? You can sense when things are going, you know what I'm saying? We at camp, you got your head on the swivel. Hey, you know what I'm saying? One of us gonna come up, y'all don't see it, we gonna come up to you. Hey, keep your eyes right here. These brothers finna try to come over here on some funny stuff. Hold your ground. You know what I'm saying? Because we know what we can tell. You know what I'm saying? We know we and that's how Christ knew he was gonna eventually snitch and rat and be a betrayer. You know what I'm saying? Because he just knew that brother right there. He tripping over something like this. I know I can't trust him. You understand what I'm saying? I can't trust him to watch my post at camp. You know what I'm saying? He gonna let somebody come up right behind me and stab me. I can't trust that. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's very important to mend that brotherhood. That's why it's very important to seek counsel and build that strong brotherhood, because guess what? You can't have no weak links in the chain, because it's going to snap. If you have a weak link, we at camp, if there's a weak link in the camp that just, he may not like one brother, he may not watch his six. He's just going to let anybody walk through, and then boom, next thing you know, something can happen. All because of a weak link, you know what I'm saying? Emotion, that's like Judas, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, Most High in Christ, man. You know what I'm saying? Damn, get him right, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Khan.
He said, whom seek ye?
Verse 5, they answer him, Jesus of Nazareth.
So now Christ was like, who you looking for, man? He already know they coming for him. I'm like, who you looking for? What y'all want, man? What's up? He step up, you know what I'm saying? Like the leader he is, you know what I'm saying? So they answered and said, Jesus of Nazareth, right? So they said Jesus of Nazareth. So now what did Jesus say? What did Christ say?
Jesus said unto them, I am he.
So he like, shit, here I am. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And Judas also, which betrayed him, stood with them.
Because he's the popos, of course. He's the the purple bandits. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Gonna come, verse 6. As soon then as he had said unto them, I am he, they went backward and fell to the ground.
So they expected him to hide in the corner somewhere or something. They expect him to be afraid. Christ was an austere man. Let y'all understand something. Christ was not I don't know what y'all, the image that y'all got of Christ, you can get it out your head. Because he is not that. You understand? He's that in times 10,000 the manliness, times 10,000 the austereness. You know what I'm saying? The boldness, the masculine You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what, whatever picture you got of Christ in your head, he's that times 10,000. Like he was not no weak man. He was a very, very, very strong presence. He had a very strong presence too. So when he stood up, he faced them head on. Like, hey, who you looking for? What's up? And they like, well, we looking for Jesus of Nazareth. I'm here. What's up? They fell back like, whoa, hold on, man. It's the guy we gotta take into custody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He like the cop's worst nightmare. Yeah, he like a cop's worst nightmare. We gotta take him. Hey, not him, man. We can't get the little scrawny guy that we can just beat up. You know what I'm saying? Like, why him? So they fell backwards. You understand what I'm saying? They like, wow, it threw them off. So go ahead.
Verse 7. Then asked he them again, whom seek ye?
So they fell back. They all scary. He like, hey, who you looking for? I thought you were looking for me. What's going on? Go ahead.
And they said, Jesus of Nazareth.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 8. Jesus answered, I have told you that I am he. If therefore ye seek me, let these go their way.
So he said, look, I told you I'm who you're looking for. Now here come Christ being a brother. You understand? This whole chapter is full of brotherhood, man. Here come Christ. Look, I told you, you looking for me. If you want me, you're going to take me. But leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? These my brothers. They ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm here. I'm who you looking for. Take me. You understand? Go ahead.
Come. Verse 9. That the saying might be fulfilled, which he spake, of them which thou gavest me, have I lost none. Verse 10. Then Simon Peter, having a sword, drew it and smote.
Hold on. Whoa. Hold on. So it just, I mean, that was fast, right? That was like 0 to 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm listening, and I didn't see no warning signs. You know what I'm saying? They didn't read about like Peter didn't stand up and ask the question, or he said something like, hold on, start it, read it again, start from the top.
Come. Verse 10. You want me to start at verse 9?
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. That the saying might be fulfilled, which he spake, of them which thou gavest me, have I lost none.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 10. Then Simon Peter, having a sword, drew it.
So after Christ was saying what he said, Christ was just talking. Like, that just imagine I.S.U.P.K standing up here saying, look, you know, saying his piece, saying what he said, and then one of us just come up. We ain't asking no questions. We breaking protocol. Because you already know I.S.U.P.K. Y'all know I.S.U.P.K. He gonna tell you to stand down. You understand what I'm saying? Stand down now. We like that's what Christ really, that's Peter knew Christ wasn't feeling that. But did he ask any questions? He didn't even hesitate. He drew the sword. He stood up and drew the sword. It wasn't was like, man, look, I ain't gonna let y'all just do this. He just stood up and did what he had to do. He ain't asked no questions. He didn't hesitate. He stood up and did what?
And smote the high priest's servant and cut off his right ear. The servant's name was Malchus.
Hold on, look, we don't even care about his name. Like, good night. You understand what I'm saying? Like, good night. He stood up, got the sword out, and cut it. He didn't even ask no questions. So he didn't ask because he already knew. He didn't ask for the order. He didn't ask Christ, can I do it? Because he already knew Christ was going to tell him to stand down. He just did it. He like, you know what? They finna take you anyway. You know what I'm saying? To hell with protocol. You understand? I'll take this, whatever punishment come with that. You understand? I'm not Judas. You understand? And even though, later on, we ain't going to get into that. But, you know what I'm saying? He still did some stuff that Christ, he didn't want to do. But he felt like he didn't want to do. He didn't want to betray Christ. But it was prophecy. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, man, that's brotherhood right there. Listen, I don't understand. And that's how you're supposed to be. That's how every camp is, not every camp, every school is, every location is with their camp leaders, their captains. Listen, you try to talk down on any of the men above me, listen, I got a problem with you. Like, especially when it get up to the highest rank. Like, our highest rank, you know what I'm saying, for our region is Captain Kahan. Well, I'm pretty sure it's generals over us, but just from captains on down. Captain Kahan, listen, you say something about Captain Kahan, listen, I be taking stuff super personal. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the brothers I see every day, you know what I'm saying, I was yachting them. I already know how to handle things with us, but we don't really see Cap much. You understand? You get somebody get to talk about Cap, man. Listen, man, I be wanting to really go find, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, listen, I be really feeling some type of way because like I know how great this man is. You understand? I know how much of a great leader he is and how much. Like, no, you can't talk about it. You, listen, you watch your mouth when it comes to Captain Kahan. You understand? Don't watch your mouth, man, for something go up in it. You understand? Like, I run up in your mouth. You understand? No homo. You understand? Salagi. Right. But you listen, man. At the end of the day, man, we the men above us, we take a great deal in. How can I put it, man? Like, the men above us raised us. So I'll be damned if you're going to sit here and try to mock them or try to, you understand, I'll be damned if you say anything to defile their name and character, because I know what it took for them to build up what is now, you understand, like, it's not easy work. It's not easy work taking a man from the streets, a man that didn't have no guidance, to building him up to be a warrior of the Lord. That's not no small thing. You know what I'm saying? Only men chosen by the Lord are able to do that. So for the men above me, that go from 1,000 and on up. You understand? These men take a great deal of time and patience dealing with us. You understand? Like, so you say anything, like the brothers that's local though, they already know it's whatever. But I'd be ready to go travel to some cities and states behind, you know what I'm saying, our captain. Like, real talk, you understand? And the men, I'm pretty sure the men above me feel the same way. You understand? And the men under me. Because it's just not an easy thing, man. And it's a great thing for what they do. You have something you want to say? It's a great thing for what they do, and we appreciate that. And you definitely, you already know not saying nothing about Commander General YAHANNA. You're gonna have everybody at your neck. You understand what I'm saying? Like, listen, you don't want that smoke. You don't want that type of smoke. No Mortal Kombat. You understand? Like, I ain't talking no ninja. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that kind of smoke. Leave Commander General YAHANNA alone. Because, listen, he raised a whole nation. Started from the bottom as the chicken man. I don't know if y'all know the story. Y'all, listen, Commander General YAHANNA is one of the most humble, great, powerful leaders. Like, you know, I've never seen nothing like it. That's how you know it's of the Lord. You see all these so-called black leaders come up here, but I've never seen a man like Commander General YAHANNA. You understand? Like, I've not to let that sink in, man. This man was the chicken man. And he did it with humility, with like humbleness. You understand what I'm saying? And now he's the leader of our nation, but rightfully so. Like, the Lord knew what he was doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see another man fit to do what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Except the men he's raising under him to, you know what I mean? But listen, man, Commander General YAHANNA, even when he speak, you understand? But this ain't, you know, I don't know, Commander General, I don't really like all the extra, you know what I'm saying? But I just, you know what I'm saying? We what's the word? Because, you know, Christians like to try to say we worship them. We worship the men above us. Go ahead. Huh? Yeah, reverence. Yeah, you like give reverence. Like, yeah, it's like you honor them. You know what I'm saying? You honor the men above you, just like your father, the man that raised you, right? You ain't gonna let nobody talk down. Hey, you know how we was in school. You say something about my mom and my daddy. These my parents. They raised me. You know what I'm saying? They make sure I have food in my belly every day. They make sure I got a roof over my head. You ain't gonna talk about that. Was fighting where you say something about my mama. And back in school, nowadays, I mean, of course we grown, but back in school, we fighting after school. It's on. You get to 3 o'clock in front of the stove. You understand? It's going down. Real talk. Have them scared to come out to school. They be caught. They had the other kids like, hey, you ain't gonna come out here. You know what I'm saying? They waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? You all in the principal office scared, man. Can you come home to pick me up? Like, no, don't start that stuff there, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about my mom and daddy. Well, that's how we feel about the men above us, man. You understand? And I pray the Lord, you know what I'm saying, continue to, you know, give me the tools that I need to become that man in maybe a younger man's eyes, a man that's coming up under me. You understand what I'm saying? I pray the Lord give me those tools like the men above me. You understand? And to raise men. And that's all. And you know, that's all. You know, that's all I could. want. You know what I'm saying? To be like the men above me, man. But I also wouldn't be nothing without the men under me. Listen. I serve the men under me as well. You understand what I'm saying? Like the men, listen, y'all work, and then these young brothers coming in the truth from all over. Y'all some hard workers, man. Y'all, the Lord is really finding some soldiers. You understand? I don't want to get off topic, but this is all about brotherhood. Listen, all this ties into brotherhood. Sometimes y'all know I can ramble, but brotherhood is a weapon, man. Be humble and start from the bottom. If Commander General YAHANNA can do it, we all can do it with no problems. You understand? So you ain't got nothing? Okay, go ahead.
Con. Verse 11. Then Jesus said unto Peter, put up thy sword into the sheath.
So now, the Lord couldn't get, Christ couldn't get an order beforehand because Peter ain't give him no chance. You know what I'm saying? Peter ain't give him no chance, but after it was done, he told him, hold on, man, like, put that away, man, chill. You know what I'm saying? You chill, man. This guy, like, put that away. You know what I'm saying? I could just see, I was a Yadazai, you know what I'm saying, telling one of us, like, after we, about ready to, chill, stand down, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just amazing, man. Like, there's no new thing under the sun. In the same spirit that Peter had, I be seeing it in my brothers. I see it, when I was watching I.S.U.P.K Chicago videos. When if anybody come within a hair of Captain Mawakwa, you understand what I'm saying? Now you breathe your hot, funky breath on him. They own, like, listen, Captain DeBar Mouth now, like they are on your, like, listen, they on your 6. I'm gonna say that because you know what I'm saying. I don't want to say it. If you know a 6 is 6 o'clock, you know what I'm saying. But I'm talking about you. Don't even fix your mouth to say nothing about Cap. You understand? Like and then don't say nothing about Captain DeBar Mouth because then you got Officer Lamakiala, right? And Officer Raham, and you know what I'm saying. All these other officers. Listen, and that's a beautiful thing. If I miss anybody in ranking order, Salakia, but that's a beautiful thing when I see that stuff because I know that same spirit is like it's like no other. It's like you can't. That's something you can't. What's the word? You can't. That's not artificial. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't make that up. You can't fake that. That's a very authentic reaction to the love you have for your brothers, man, and for the men that raised you. You understand? Like that's what I'm trying to say. If that makes any sense. So while you got it, and show it by following orders, show it by doing the work. You understand? I can admit, of course, we all can do more. I could do more. We all can do more. Do what you can, but just always don't remember that whenever you want to give up, you feel like giving up, you want to quit, you don't want to take an order, you don't remember the fact that how hard the men above you had to work to get things rolling and get things to where they are. You understand? And that go from starting from, you know what I'm saying, even an officer 50 as a trooper, man, remember that officer 50 had to, bust his behind to become that officer. Officer 50, remember that 500? He been through that. He was a trooper. He busted his behind to become an officer 50. While he was an officer 50, he sustained that. He did what he was supposed to do. He earned that 500. You understand? Officer 500, understand that the 1,000 went through everything that I just mentioned, and they go through it more. Because once you get the 1,000, you know what I'm saying? Like the 5,000s are on your behind. And 5,000, we already know. You know what I'm saying? You make it to 5,000, you have really, you understand? Like our 5,000s are awesome in this school, and so on and so forth. So give the proper reverence due to the men above you, man. I remember when I was a trooper, we started like 500s was taking us out the camp. 500 camp leader, 500. And now I'm a 500 and we got higher ranks. It's like some of the brothers kind of like water it down like it's not a big rank or something, like it's not a big deal. 500 is it's big shoes to fill. Don't think that it's easy. I tell brother all the time, hey, brother, I know you want that rank raise. Most of the time, I love the zeal, but just know, you understand, it's work that come with rank. You understand what I'm saying? Like notoriety come, but you gotta be willing to put in that work. You understand? And Most High Christ, if you got that spirit on you and you do, Most High Christ, that's what we need in this truth. That's what the Lord wants. Soldiers that's gonna follow orders, that's gonna do what they're supposed to do, man. But I'm going too far. Keep going, man.
End of 11. The cup which my Father hath given me,
Shall I not drink it? So basically, that's really kind of what I wanted to bring out on that, man. Y'all understand that Christ knew what he had to go through. So that's why he telling them, chill, man, this is something I got to do. The cup that my Father has given me, I have to drink this. You understand? This is my task. This is what I'm giving. And this is what I want to do. Christ didn't do this just because he was ordered to do it. He did it because he wanted to. Because think about it. If Christ didn't want to, how do we know Christ wanted to do this? How do we know Christ wanted to die for us? And that's the ultimate. And that caps it off of this brotherhood lesson. That caps it off at the ultimate brotherhood. He died for his brothers. You understand? So that we can live. Y'all get the point, right? That caps it off. Like no man has done that, but besides Christ. So that's the epitome of brotherhood right there. Now, how do we know Christ wanted to do this? It's really simple. It's probably more simpler than you think. You're thinking hard right now. You're like, man, what could it be? Go ahead, sir.
It's like it, sir, because he did it.
I don't know why you keep saying sir. You know what I'm saying? He's my outer one. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, but because he did it. It don't get no more simple than that. Because a Christian will tell you, well, he had to do it. That's why he wept. I mean, any man, don't nobody want to die. Like, I mean, who want to just die like that? Unless you just old and lived your life. You 98 years old and it's just time to go. Your wife nagging you. You want to have your little young Tatianas. You know what I'm saying? You got your Social Security. She ain't trying to let you get out and get none. You know what I'm saying? You getting tired of this. You can't get out the bed. You old. You're like, you know what? All right, I done had my fun. You understand? Wife tripping on me. I can't do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So think about it, man. At that time, you like, you know what? I'm just ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, we be wanting them to stay. They be ready to go. But when you're young, who wants to just give up their life like that? You know what I'm saying? Christ wasn't, I mean, I don't know the actual age because we don't deal with numbers, but Christ wasn't just old. You know what I'm saying? When he had to die. We understand his lifeline from being a young man to a carpenter and all of that. You understand? He wasn't old at all. He was a young man. You understand? So with that being said, of course he wept. What, are you a human? You're gonna weep. You don't want to, and then the manner in which you gotta die, you're gonna be weeping just because of that. You know what I'm saying? You may not be tripping on dying, it's just the fact that I gotta go like that. Like it's gonna be like that. So you're gonna weep, you know what I'm saying? That's why he wept. He ain't weep because he didn't want to do it. Because if he didn't want to do it, he wouldn't have done it. It's that simple. He didn't have to go, you know what I mean? He wouldn't have done it. He stepped forward when they came and found him. I'm he who you're looking for. Let them go. Just take me. He didn't have to do that. He could have took off. I know me. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, Christ is a very, very upstanding man. You understand what I'm saying? Law's looking for me. I'm gone. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what it is. If it ain't nothing big, if it results in the death penalty, you got to catch me. Lock you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't sticking around. Anytime I hear some, I'm getting, you know what I'm saying? I know, come on now, we was all in the world when we done some stuff, you know what I'm saying? You about to kick, you know what I'm saying? You getting into it with your old lady or something, she go, I'm gonna call the lads if you don't leave. You steady banging on the door, then you get to hear, you like, you know what I'm saying? You know? And when they leave, you might come back, you know what I'm saying? But when, you know, they on the way, you gone. You done called them, damn it. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna stick around, but Christ, he stood firm on that. Listen, take, you know what I'm saying? Peter didn't even want, listen, Peter like, no, you ain't gonna take him. You know what I'm saying? Chop the man, ear off. Like, good night. Ugh. He gotta be, like, that man was, listen, he's bad. He's bad with that damn sword. He chopped his ear clean off. You know how accurate you gotta be? You know what I'm saying? Like, and quick for him not to react to it? He's bad. You know what I'm saying? Warrior. That's what we are, man. We warriors, man. And y'all, and Christians want to walk or complain about us walking around with little knives and stuff. Like, what you mean? Peter had a sword. Do y'all even read the Bible? You know what I mean? Do Christians really read the Bible? They don't even read the Bible. Like, that's a fact. Christians do not read the Bible. They go to church every Sunday, don't even read the Bible. Except when the pastor say, open everybody, turn to Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 4. And I said, you know what I'm saying? That's the only time they open. And they get the little, I don't even got no little title. They like, yeah. And sound like they about to hyperventilate and stuff. Like, you know, like, that's it, man. That's the only reason why people go to church. You know, the kids still come because it's amusing to them. They laugh at it. Like kids be asleep the whole service until the preacher gets to preaching, then they laughing the whole time. He up there dancing. I said, like, you know what I mean? That just like that's how you know something is up, man. They all sound the same. They all got that same little old routine, man. They may do it in a little different way, but they all got the same type of routine, man. Ain't that like that never raised? Like you go to different church. I went to different churches. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all just went to one church the whole life. You understand? But I went to different churches. I got baptized so-called baptized like 3, 4, 5 times as a kid, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting baptized every time I'm messing up. I get baptized and it don't take away the sin. You know, like what they say. Captain Cesario, who's I don't know. Was it Captain Cesario where he said if you baptize a homosexual, what do you get? You get a wet homosexual. You know what I'm saying? That's it. He's still gonna be a homosexual. You come out the water. You understand? It don't change you. You know what I'm saying? It's all psychological. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just, yeah, man. But that concludes that portion, that segment of, you know what I'm saying, what I was bringing out. But that concludes that segment. But look, now I want to go back to Job, right? So now I want to go to Job, and we're gonna go to chapter 42, the last chapter, right? Because this is what the Lord rewards you with when you pass that test. You know what I'm saying? Because now we talked about going through that test. We talked about the good before. We talked about the good, right? Talked about the bad and the ugly. Now we're gonna talk about after you persevere through that test, and after you get through that, and you lose everything for the Lord's sake. You understand? Matter of fact, before you get there, do you know the precept where Christ says you're gonna lose everything? You lose your wives for my name's sake and stuff. Do you know the precept? Anybody? If you got Officer Matthew, sir, you can give it to the young man if you could, sir, and get Joel for me, or whoever get it first, give it to the young man. He'll read it. We're gonna get that because that's very important. You know what I'm saying? Like if you persevere through the hard times and the tests that come your way, you got to understand, and you stay loyal to the Most High. Guess what, man? He got the power to take it from you. He also got the power to give it to you. You understand what I'm saying? So we're gonna read that real quick. This is what we got to do, man. When you're going through hard times, man, and Job, yeah, considering Job, I'm relating what Job went through to what we go through. Go through what you got to go through. Do what you got to do. If it's a problem with your health, honor a physician. You know what I'm saying? Honor that physician. Do what you got to do. Go to the hospital. Get through that. Fight through that. Do what you got to do. It's a test. You understand? And even if you don't get necessarily healed from your sickness, never falter. Never fall off your square. Never drop your sword. You understand? You stay diligent and walk the path that Christ walked. You understand? Go ahead, read what you got.
The book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 29. And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake.
Hold on, man, you got to bring that back one more time. That was like music to my ears, because that's what Job went through, right? That sounds just like what Job went through, right? That sounds like what a lot of us have went through in this truth. That sounds like what a lot of brothers may be going through now. Say that again.
And everyone that has forsaken houses.
You lose your house. The rent, you can't pay the rent no more. You done lost your job. You understand? Your health prevent you from working. You done lost your job. Now you can't pay the rent, so you lose your house. You get that eviction notice. Go ahead.
Or brethren.
Now you lose your family. Now your brother and your sister looking at you crazy. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to tell them happy birthday, so they like, you know what? You ain't my brother. You in that cult. You stay over there. Go ahead.
Or sister.
And sister, go ahead.
Or father.
You lose your parents. Your parents like looking at you crazy. You know what I'm saying? My mama right now, she's super Christian. She ain't called me up. I ain't seen her in I don't know how long. The only last time she called me was to come over there to fix her TV because she wanted to see her shows. What they call it? Her stories. You know what I'm saying? That's what they call it. You know, when they get older. That's how I know my mama getting up there. Because she sounds just like my grandma. You know what I'm saying? My stories. Younger than wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? Her TV, she ain't know how to program a remote. So she wanted me to come fix her TV. She don't even invite, like, it's not even on the same level. You know what I'm saying? When I was a Christian, it was all good. Like, we talk about anything. Now that she know I'm not in the truth, and if you get to talking about the Bible, I'm gonna cut you in every way possible. She don't even want to talk about that. Just can you just come fix the TV? You know what I'm saying? You know, like that's all it is now. You know, so you lose father. Go ahead.
or mother,
And mother, parents. Go ahead.
or wife,
Oh man, you know your wife. Like you don't want them multiple wives. You ain't finna have no multiple wives. I ain't sharing. You can be with her. Be in that cult. Lose your wife. Go ahead.
or children,
Oh man, I'm taking the kids too. We ain't finna deal with that. I don't want my kids raised like that. You gonna raise our kids to have multiple. Go ahead.
or land,
Oh man, you take everything. You lost your land. What Job lost? All of that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
for my name's sake,
For who name's sake?
for my name's sake,
That's Christ talking. Ain't that Christ talking? That's Christ talking. For his name's sake. What would Jesus do? You understand? Go ahead.
shall receive an hundredfold,
Shall receive what?
and hundredfold.
You get the point, right? You follow Christ. Follow what he did. Follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Do what the Most High wants you to do. And guess what? You will be blessed. How much?
And hundredfold.
That means times 100. Whatever you had, whatever you lost. Go ahead. Is there some more on that?
And shall inherit everlasting life.
You shall inherit everlasting life. You're going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. You're going to have everlasting life. Your family is going to, the name, that house of YAHANNA is going to ring bells forever. You're going to die and your son is going to reign the throne and he's still going to uphold that name of the house of YAHANNA. And then when you finally regenerate, you're going to be right back on your throne and it's still going to be there. It's still going to be there and it's still going to reign forever. You understand? That's what it's saying, man. But you got to do what you got to go through it, man. Now let's talk about what happened with Job. Let's talk about the hundredfold that he received. Go ahead. 42:1. Let's start with 1.
This is the book of Job, chapter 42, verse 1. Then Job answered the Lord and said, I know that thou canst do everything, and that no thought can be withholden from thee.
Man, I know you can do anything, and I can't hold, like, you know all. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 3. Who is he that hideth counsel without knowledge?
Yeah, like, who am I? Like, what would I be without to do that? You know what I'm saying? To not know this, to not understand that, like, you know everything. Who, like, that would be a fool of me. Go ahead.
Therefore have I uttered that I understood not. Things too wonderful for me, which I knew not. Verse 4. Hear, I beseech thee, and I will speak. I will demand of thee, and declare thou unto me. I have heard of thee by the hearing of the ear, but now mine eye seeth thee. Verse 6. Wherefore I bore myself and repent in dust and ashes.
Repent. You understand? Anything that he know he feel like he was wrong for, anything that, you understand? He said, I repent. Like, he's humbling himself for the Lord. He understands that even after everything that I went through, he's humbling himself to the Lord. After everything that he could be out here acting a fool, saying anything, calling the Lord this, saying that, blaming him, you know what I'm saying, taking his own life. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. I got a precept for that. Let me get to that right quick. Because that's how, listen, I didn't even listen. This is heavy. Because that's why you come into the truth. Because I didn't even know it was actually, I heard about it, but I didn't know it was actually against the Lord to take your own life. I didn't know it was really against, that's not our customs. That's not what we do. And I'm gonna prove it to you. Get the Apocrypha, give me Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 12, right quick. Because guess what? If a white man was going through this, oh, he would have been out. He would have pulled the plug a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? The first time, he lost his kids and the family. Matter of fact, when he lost his animals, when he would have lost his money, white men jump off buildings when they lose their job. Y'all do understand that, right? They be in them corporate. I was downtown. Let me tell you a story real quick. I know I'm pushing it for time. Listen, y'all got to bear with me. I've been gone for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? We here tonight. You understand? But I remember I was downtown, man. I was at the library downtown. And I was inside the library on the computer with earphones in my ear on the computer. Because, in the library, if you don't got your own earphones, you ain't going to be able to hear no sound because it can't be all loud in the computer section. So you gotta have your excuse me. You gotta have your earphone plugged into the computer and be listening to the sound right there. So I'm just doing my thing on the computer. I think I was on MySpace then. That's when they had it was a long time ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? They had MySpace. That was before Facebook. That these youngins don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? They had MySpace and another, I forget, it was like a black MySpace. It was like I forgot what it was called. Damn, good night. But it was like a MySpace alternative for like black people, whatever. Black Planet. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know you was that old, brother. Black Planet. Good night. You understand? But that's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm on MySpace. I'm on Black Planet or whatever. And I'm just sitting there. And then I hear boom. And I can feel it too. I felt it was all throughout the library. Everybody kind of looked up. Well, not everybody, but I know I heard it. And I looked, and a couple people looked up and was looking around like, what was that? And then I seen a couple people like walking towards the front of the library, like out the door. I'm like, man, let me see what you know what I'm saying? I thought a bomb dropped or something. So we walk outside, you know what I'm saying? Lo and behold, it was like a parking garage, like across the street from the library. So now this is all the way across the street. You're talking about at least maybe 200 feet away from the library, 200, 300 feet. This man had jumped off the building in a suit and tie. You understand? And he way over there. You can hear it from inside the library. I'm inside with earphones on. And you get boom. And I'm like, golly. I mean, he all messed up. Of course, you know, me being like, what's the boys in the boys in the hood? Was it Boys in the Hood? Where they went to see the dead, you want to see a dead body. Being like that, of course, you know what I'm saying? We want to go see the dead body. So we went over there and seen it, man. And I mean, I was just like, dang, man, white people, I don't never see black people doing that. I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? They just come straight out of work. Somebody was saying like a lot, you know, people talk. So some of his coworkers was coming outside and says like, he just lost his job. You can hear him whispering and stuff like, I'm like, good night. White man lose his job in corporate America and he just jump off the, like, it's like at least 20, 25 stories, like 20, you know what I'm saying, 20 stories. I'm like, dang. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happens. They're not built like us. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Like you, sir, if I may. I was in the Coast Guard in Esau Army.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in boot camp, and we came back to the barracks one day, and one of the Israelite kids had hung himself.
Mm.
And I couldn't even understand it at that time because it was honestly like a paid vacation from the career. Like I was just happy to be out from, you know, from under the house, and I was getting paid. So I'm like,
right.
You know, like I'm getting 3 meals a day. I'm getting, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Getting working out, whatever, whatnot. But we all came back. It was done hanging.
Right.
So it's just like goes, you know, to your point that everybody just, you know, don't look at the same. Probably couldn't be at the house on the computer and getting his mom to bring him cheese puffs or whatever every couple minutes.
Right.
So he just decided to hang himself.
Hey, they can't take it, man. Listen, I'm telling you, they go through the smallest thing, man, and they can't take it, man. We are built to endure, man. We've been enduring since. Listen, we've been taken in captivity since the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? We've been taken into captivity, going through what we've been going through and surviving and making it through. That's why they choose us, because we're like the most resilient. We're the greatest people on earth, man. You know what I'm saying? We're the Lord's chosen people. Of course we're gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? They just wish they could be a fraction as great as us. That's why they can't. That's why they hate us. You want to say something?
On one kind, like that shows like you say how we endure and the strength that we have as people. You know what I'm saying? If you from the hood like I'm from,
right?
You know what I'm saying? You might not have enough money to pay your light bill. The lights get cut off. What you gonna do? You gonna knock on your neighbor's door like, hey man, let me run this extension cord so I can keep the refrigerator on, or a little bit, or let me run a lamp or something so we can have some lights at night.
Yeah, right.
You know, stuff like that.
We're gonna improvise.
Right, we improvise.
Uh-huh.
And that shows that what type of people we are. Like if all the money that Paris Hilton has, she lose it, she gonna be the next one falling off a building, off one of them hotels that she owns. You know what I'm saying?
It's like if I could. You know what they do though? When they make it to like Hollywood, they don't necessarily just kill themselves abruptly. They get strung out. Like what's old girl name? Lindsay Lohan or whatever her name is. Right. Lindsay Lohan or something. Like they just get they get high out their mind and look horrible until they just fall off the face of earth. Like nobody even know about them no more. Another prime example is old boy off of That's So Raven. Lost his damn mind. He just strung out on drugs. Who else? You know, and that's a brother, but the Olsen twins, you know, they look. I don't know if they look like they on drugs. They gotta be on drugs. They on some cocaine, like you know, it's something. Like listen, they don't even got no more nostrils. Like they look like what's that damn
Spy versus Spy.
Man, I'm trying to figure out they look like this damn little witch off a video game, like a little ghost witch. Like she ain't got no type of nose. Like she ain't got no cartilage in her nose. You understand what I'm saying? They be going hard, man. And if you don't think they be on that cocaine, listen, I didn't watch news segments where you could just hear, yeah, we're just bringing it to you live and such and such. Like, yeah, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, they had no shame in their game. Oh, excuse me, I'm a little under the weather. What's his name? The damn Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? This man had a whole. I don't know if y'all see it. It's the funniest thing ever. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube, they had a whole compilation of him and his little sniffles. You know, like just sniffles, no words. It's just like I'm talking about the whole. It was about 15 minutes long of him just sniffling during the it was like during the debates and stuff. And he sniffed like because if you notice how he talked, he sniffled every few like they getting coked out of their mind. You understand? They don't give a damn in corporate America, white folk. Listen, and what you had something you want to say? Man, they gonna high on that cocaine. They get high on that cocaine and can't gain no weight. Believe me. Yeah, I understand that, but they can't eat because they high. You can't eat when you high. You understand? You don't have no appetite. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they already ain't got no meat on their bones anyway. And when you get high on that, you just turn into Skeletor. You understand? Like, it's a good night, man. That's why I don't even see how anybody can even find white women attractive. I just don't see it. They all look like and they look like golden retrievers. Like they have have you ever looked at white people for real and just noticed that they have these certain, like they have different breeds, like different like dogs. Right. Like you be like, man, he looked like a Cocker Spaniel. You understand? She looked like a golden retriever. Like this is what I see now. I don't know about y'all. I'm gonna admit it. When I was in the world, I didn't see things like this. But now I can see. That's why listen, I.S.U.P.K really heals the blind. Because I didn't see what I see now. I can see it. You understand? Just like the Matrix. I'm Neo. You know what I'm saying? I see everything clearly now. I can see, what's that? Hey, listen, when I see them now, I just see dog faces and dog hairs. They be shedding hair and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You ever been around a white woman, like she just be shedding her little hairs and stuff? Like, but they want to talk about you. Even when black women do they hair blonde, if it ain't a wig, as long as it's their hair, it still look like you can't get nothing better than real black women's texture. The hair is just can't how do you for black women to feel like less of themselves because the texture of your hair, you don't understand how beautiful that is. Like that white women wish they had that texture. It's strong. You can put a comb through it, ain't nothing coming. Naps. You might get the little naps and the new growth and all that. You run that comb through the white women hair. That's why they don't use comb. They use them little brush things with the little bristles on it. And it'd be caked up with they be shedding hair like a cat. Like I'm for real, like they really shed hair, man. I'm like, man, listen, oh no, hell no. Y'all are different species, you know what I'm saying? We don't supposed to be mixing. Why would you want to mix with you find dogs attractive? Like, do you really walk around and be like, come here, Cocker Spaniel? You know what I'm saying? Like, come here. And you really like that? Like, black man, come on, man, get out. Get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get out. It's disgusting to see y'all with white women and black women. It's disgusting to see y'all with white men. Disgusting, man. You understand? Go ahead.
They smell like old wet newspaper to me. Right. Especially when the ones that work out and they get to sweating. Right.
Salaki, they smell like a wet tire swing.
Right, you understand what I'm saying? I don't want to get out. Hey, listen, they definitely do not smell. Something ain't right. You understand with them? Leave them people. Let them people deal with their own people. Don't get mad when they say they don't want to mess with us. Cool. Thank you. I don't want you to mess with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, be with your kind. You understand? Yeah, let's finish. Wrap it up. Oh, yeah. Get that from me real quick. Like this how I know this ain't for us to take our own life, man. And this right here, y'all need to take notes of this. Get this precept down. This is a heavy precept that I didn't even know existed until not too long ago. That's why you gotta love the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA though. Go ahead and read it.
This is the wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha, chapter 1, verse 12. Seek not death in the era of your life.
Hold on. Seek not death in the era of your life. You understand? When things go bad, when things go wrong, you know what I'm saying? One little error, things just going downhill for you. It say seek not death. You know what I'm saying? For the white folk, that's what they do, man. One little thing go wrong, they ready to die. You know what I'm saying? They ready to take their own life. Go ahead.
And pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hands.
Hold on. Woo. See, this how you, at first, when you read that first part, they be like, well, this ain't talking about suicide. Hold on, wait a minute. But if you keep reading, because it says seek not death in the era of your life. You know what I'm saying? Read it from the top one more time.
Seek not death in the era of your life.
Seek not death in the era of your life. You got to live through that. Listen, you got to go through, you got to endure to the end. You understand, right? Don't seek death in the era of your life. Go ahead.
And pull not upon yourselves destruction.
And look, don't pull destruction. Listen, don't bring no destruction to yourself. What would you, like, what are you doing? Because you going through it, you seeking death, you want to die now. So now you want to pull destruction to yourself because of one little thing that's going on in your life. You understand? No, man. We don't, all that suicide, listen, we strong people. You seek counsel. You understand? That's what you do. You seek counsel, all that, I can't take it no more. I don't, nah, listen. Seek not, pull this precept every time you feeling like that. Read it from the top one more time. Because it's heavy.
Wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha, chapter 1, verse 12. Seek not death in the era of your life.
Seek not death in the era of your life. Go ahead.
And pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hands.
With the what?
With the works of your hands.
Don't take your own life. Don't bring destruction. Don't you cutting on your wrist? What you cutting on your wrist for? You bringing destruction upon your own with the work of your own hands. What you putting that gun to your head for? You're gonna bring about destruction to yourself with the work of your own hands. You get the point, right? That's not for us. Let that be for those of them. Let that be for them. Just like eating pork is not for us. Let that be for them. Just like molestation is not for us. Let that be for them. Just like worshiping Caesar Borgia is not for us. Let that be for them. You get the point, right? Let crab, shrimp, lobster, all of that. You get the point. Let that be for them. Don't take your own life. You understand what I'm saying? You endure to the end. Because you know why? That life was not given to you for you to take it upon yourself. The Lord created you. You understand, right? Your body is a temple unto the Lord. He make alive and he kill. You understand, right? Go ahead.
I got a quick question, sir.
Mm-hmm.
On verse 13, it says, for God made not death.
Mm-hmm.
So is that saying that, and I know he's the God of the living, but where would that come from? Does that come from sin?
That's not saying that he don't kill. That ain't saying that's why you got to read in context. You would have to go all the way up. I would have to break. I got you. We'll you know what I'm saying, for time's sake. This will have to be something that you have to read the whole context of Wisdom of Solomon. But this particular scripture in verse 12 is plain and clear what it's telling you not to do. You understand what I'm saying? But even if you read 13, it says, for God made not death, neither had he pleasure in the destruction of the living. Does that mean he won't take that? Does that mean he won't take a life? Or does that mean he won't let you go through some stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like we see it all day. People die, right? What people get shot every day, B. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't mean he have pleasure in the destruction of living. If that's the case, why would the Lord have so much patience with us? You know how much we have sinned against the Most High? And he could just do like this and everything could be, he's already flooded the earth. Well, that region of the world where every living soul was already once, he saved 8 people. You understand? So What makes you think that he can't, you know what I'm saying? But that does not mean he take pleasure in it. Because if he didn't take pleasure, he wouldn't even save those 8 people. Our Lord is a living God, and he has compassion. He has mercy. You understand? He doesn't take pleasure. He wants us to live. He wants us to follow his laws so we can live. He wants us to live good. He wants us to inherit the kingdom of heaven in the land of, you know what I'm saying, what the streets of topaz, and you understand, right? He wants us to live good. But it ain't, listen, just like a real parent, a good parent, not finna just give it to you. You gotta earn that. You gotta, because then you're gonna appreciate it. If this school was just given to us and we ain't have to fix it up and we ain't have to paint and we ain't have to do nothing, we wouldn't appreciate this. We just, man, this place will never get cleaned up. And we ain't have to pay rent, place will never, we don't care about this. No, but we paying the camp funds and getting hit. You understand? And when you gotta come fix it up, you gotta clean up. You know what I'm saying? Now you appreciate it. Now you work hard to keep it up. That's what the Lord wants. He wants us to earn that spot, and it ain't gonna be given. You understand? You got to put in work for that. But you get the point, right? And at a later time, we can really go in depth. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you or me and the higher ranking man, maybe we can sit down. You know, because anything that I'm not sure, that's why I broke down that scripture. I know that right now. I ain't gonna go do it. You know, both sides of Christ, though, man. I'm telling you, man. Listen, that's the most important thing about, you know what I'm saying, living and having that brotherhood and all. Because guess what? You got brotherhood. You're not gonna have to worry about feeling like you want to take your own life because you got somebody you can call. You seek counsel from your brothers. You know what I'm saying? That'd be very selfish of you to take your life when you, like, your brothers depend on you. We depend on each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you do affects all of us as a whole. Everything you do, anything you may not think. Listen, anything happen to you, it affects all of us. You get the point, right? That's why, like, a real soldier never leave his brother behind. No man left behind. You understand? All right. Do we got some? Let's finish this out real quick. So Job is getting to the point where he's humbling himself for the Lord and still letting the Lord know where he stands in his loyalty and his firmness. You understand, with his truth. Go ahead.
This is the book of Job, chapter 42, verse 7. And it was so that after the Lord had spoken these words unto Job, the Lord said to Eliphaz, the Temanite, my wrath is kindled against thee and against thy 2 friends, for ye have not spoken of me the thing that is right, as my servant Job had. Verse 8, therefore take unto you now 7 bullocks and 7 rams, and go to my servant Job, and offer up for yourselves a burnt offering. And my servant Job shall pray for you. For him will I accept, lest I pray for you.
It says, for him will I accept. Meaning, because Job is Job vouch for them, the Lord will accept. You understand what I'm saying? That's how much the Lord, like, he favored Job. You understand? Job was very highly favored in the sight of the Lord. Go ahead.
Lest I deal with you after your folly, in that ye have not spoken of me the thing which is right, like my servant Job. Verse 9. So Eliphaz the Temanite, and Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Namathite went.
So now this is the brothers that was with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would have to actually go. We skipped over some stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to bring it home to where I'm at. So just know we skipped over some stuff. So if it's not understanding, go ahead.
Like, I was gonna say, I think that they was basically saying that he did something wrong to catch all of this.
Right. Yeah. It was like they wasn't humbling themselves, and they wasn't giving the Lord the due reverence that he deserved. And they also was like, yeah, it was the fact that they it's like almost like they transgressed Job, like saying like, yeah, you brought all this on yourself type stuff, kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot to go in with that, but you read the Job, it's gonna reveal it. But they wasn't like Job. Job never cursed the Lord, never fixed his mouth to say anything negative, never said that, you know what I'm saying? He understood that what he was going through, it was just something that the Lord saw fit. You understand? He didn't do nothing wrong, but he also know the Lord is perfect. The Lord didn't, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, he knew whatever it was just something that had to run its course, and he was still gonna remain loyal to the Lord. You understand? That's how we should be. We should not let anybody knock us off our square. And also don't try to knock your brother off his square. Don't be a stumbling block for your brother. You know what I'm saying? That we all come in with our own demons. Some of us weed demons, some of us other demons, we all come in with our own demons. Don't be a stumbling block for your brother. You know what I'm saying? What was told to me is I'm gonna teach the men under me like I was taught. Make the men under you as great as you or greater than you. Like train them and teach them to be great like you. You know what I'm saying? Or to be greater than you. Give them they shine. Don't take away from the men under you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you have that authority over them, don't look at it like, oh yeah, we're just gonna do what I say. No, mold them. It's not like you telling them to do it just because you want to tell them to do stuff. You get them orders because you're training them to learn how to take orders. Because a person that can take orders can definitely give them. You understand? Why would you want to take orders from a man that don't know how to take them themselves? You understand, right? If there's a man that's come out of nowhere trying to give you orders, he ain't never took no orders. He never fall in line with this authority and just start trying to hand out orders. You gonna look at him like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who this dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, but the men above you though that you knew you seen work hard and make things shake. Of course, if they tell you to do something, you're gonna be like, come on, I got you. Because you know how they made stuff shake. You want to be looked at from the men under you as a man that makes something shake. You understand, right? It's no new thing under the sun, man. It's the same thing over and over, man. Y'all understand the point, right? It's reciprocal, man. Go ahead.
And did according as the Lord commanded them. The Lord also accepted Job. Verse 10. And the Lord turned the captivity of Job when he prayed for his friends.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before.
He did what?
He gave Job twice as much as he had before.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 11. Then came there unto him all his brethren,
mm-hmm.
and all his sisters,
mm-hmm.
and all they that had been of his acquaintance before,
mm-hmm.
and did eat bread with him in his house.
You understand? He even got blessed with everything that he lost. All that he had acquaintance with before, it ain't come. You understand? The Lord blessed him with twice as much as what he had before. He was already wealthy as hell. You understand? The Lord blessed him with twice as much. Go ahead.
And they bemoaned him and comforted him over all the evil that the Lord had brought upon him.
You get the point, right? So just when we were talking about wisdom of Solomon, you understand? When you just asking me like, well, he created death or whatever, but it just said the Lord had brought evil upon him. So the Lord he's the creator of good and evil, right? So he can bring good to you and he can bring evil to you. Does that mean the Lord is not a righteous God? You understand? Does it mean that he's like not a good, like he's our, like, does that mean it's a bad thing? You know what I'm saying? No, it just means he created this. He can do whatever he want to do. You understand? But guess what? You better fall in line still. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Every man also gave him a piece of money, and everyone an earring of gold.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lord blessed the latter end of Job more than his beginning.
So Job, in the end, he got way more than what the Lord blessed him with in the beginning. You understand? That's what happens when you endure. That's what happens when you fight for this truth and you stand firm and you don't drop your sword and you don't let people come in your ear and all them demons in, even though whatever you're going through, sores on your body, diseases, health issues, rent due, lost your car, lost this, homeless, no wife, no kids, child support, all these things happening, and you still stand firm and you fight through that and you endure to this because we in hell. I mean, newsflash, you know what I'm saying? We are in hell. I mean, it is what it is. Endure, he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. You understand? That's what you got to do. And guess what? The Lord will bless you in the end. Listen, when we get the kingdom, listen, I don't even care about, like, I'm not going to, listen, of course, you know, I mean, if the Lord want to, you know what I'm saying, you know, bless him, you know, brother, while you're here, Most High Christ, you know what I'm saying, the water, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would take it. Rakatha Yahweh shot for that. But that kingdom is, I'll be glad just to inherit the kingdom and not be least in the kingdom. Because, I mean, like, even those who do the least of his commandments are being in the kingdom, but they just going to be the crumb snatchers. I don't want to be a crumb snatcher, not in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Like, Why would I want to? I'm already like I'm at the bottom now. Why the hell would I when I make it to our empire? When we make it to our kingdom, our empire, I gotta still be at the bottom. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. Like I'm at the bottom now, and it's horrible. And I'm in the white man kingdom. I'd be damned if I be at the bottom in our own kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? I gotta work for that. I gotta fight for that. I gotta endure for that. We gotta endure for that. Not everybody gonna be able to do it. But listen, hey, that's why it will be rank and order. You know what I'm saying? The strongest will make it to the top. And the weak be at the bottom. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? So hey, that's what it is, man. I don't really, there's no more to really say on that, man. At the end of the day, you know, you'll see he got blessed with way more daughters and sons and family and fortune and all the things that he had in the beginning. He had way more at the end because he went through a whole bunch of stuff and he never budged off his square. And that's you know, testament to him being that type of brother, man, being firm. And we should all aspire to be like that no matter what you're going through. Reach out, call your brothers, man, get counsel. Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? They'll understand. Don't think a brother may not understand. You may think a brother may be hardcore. He give orders all day. He tell you this, he tell you that. Don't think that brother not going to be able to understand when you pick up that phone and call him. That's what we here for. That come before anything. Commander General YAHANNA will be damned if a brother is giving orders to a brother, but he can't comfort a brother in need. He can't be a brother for a brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that ain't how things work. Like, we ain't just here to just give orders. Like, no. We here to be brothers for each other, man. You understand? First and foremost, that's what that's about. So, man, with that, man, any one of y'all want to say something? Who got the security now? Okay, with that, pay your tithes to the men of the Lord, ISUPK.com. You understand? Click the donation link. Go to Captain Tazariak's, I think it's Tazariak's and Lily's Creations on Etsy. I don't know. You have to find it. You can go on Facebook, find Captain Tazariak. You get the website if you don't know it now. But get some fourth dimension. Listen, I'm telling you. I can't vouch. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know about nothing else. All I know is that fourth dimension, regular. Just the regular, like, listen, I don't know. I never smelled nothing so good in my life. Like, I don't understand what he did to it. You know what I'm saying? The Lord blessed that. You know what I'm saying? The Lord definitely, he was with him in making that. Like, that smells so good. You understand? Brothers, get the fourth dimension. It's only $15, man. I still got, I mean, it looked like it ain't hardly none missing. And I used it, I don't know how long, I mean, every day since I got it. Been having it for over a month, you know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all go and get some fourth dimension, man. Lady, he got some fourth dimension for women too. Y'all go ahead and get all that. Pay your tithes to the men of the Lord, man. You understand? What's the cookout information? You want to put that out there yet? We're gonna hold off on that because I ain't got the order to put that out, so I ain't gonna do that. But just know that the I.S.U.P.K. Houston, the I.S.U.P.K. Texas or South or whatever barbecue is coming up soon. So y'all make sure y'all be ready for that because it's gonna be a power pack weekend, man. You understand? But with that, I'm gonna pass the class over to my other one, Officer Amata, you know what I'm saying, for the security announcements.
This is security announcement, I.S.U.P.K. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3, 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew. Mayashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give treasury to department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, memorial of blowing of the trumpets, first day of the 7th month, Saturday, September the 28th, 2019. Leviticus 23, 24 through 25. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. And that is security announcements.
Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Alatah Ba'Shem Yahushua to the sisters.
man. UPK, one West, we command you to